of this blue, let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the middle, FC, let's go. Have it right, Middles FC. You got the minerals, yeah? Love it. Got the minerals, TT.
Hey, Johnny's got the fucking minerals, mate.
So have it right, up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Hope everyone is doing good tonight. Big up to every single one of you in here. First and foremost, like the video, guys. If you haven't liked, like the video. If you haven't subscribed, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification button as well. And I've also got my membership scheme. I'll pin that in the live chat as we go get through the show. But big up to everyone in here. Up the Chelsea as always. Let's have it right. And apologies for not streaming for a couple of days now. I've been inundated with work. I've been really under it, a lot of pressure at the minute. But I was going to do one tomorrow instead of tonight, and I thought I can't do that. I have to do it tonight, people. So I've had my nice Friday night curry. Full of the minerals, recharged and ready to go. So guys, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. And again, apologies for not doing it sooner. I wanted to do it after the game because I was at the game. I wasn't planning to be at the game because of work, and then things changed and I ended up going to the game. And it was a very special game. Big up to the legend who sorted me out. But I was so happy to be there, part of like a historical game, really, event. Not who we're playing, but the fact that we did the minute silence for the Queen. I'm going to start that off now before I get into you guys in the chat. So this is how football teams should do it. The Dippers are the ones that don't do it like this, but we're a classy club. And we're full of heritage, tradition, and we are the Minerals. So let's play this just to let everyone know how it goes. You can't even hear a pin drop.
That's how you do it. Yes, that's how you do it. Up the shelf. Up the thing. Let's have it right. Let's go.
So, guys, as you can see, that is exactly how we do it. And I'll just introduce, this is the gaffer here.
Chelsea.
Graham Potter's first game in charge of Chelsea Champions League.
There's the gaffer there. There's the gaffer. Good, Porros. Come on. Let's go. Oh, Joe.
So, guys, a little insider there for you guys. That was quality. Wasn't that quality? That's how you do it, people. That is exactly how you do it. That's how you respect the minute's silence for the Queen. The setup was fantastic. Big up to the shed end with their lovely banners and decoration there. You saw the banners around the ground. It was just top class, and you know that is how it should be done, guys. That's how it should be done. And credit to my football club, they know exactly how to do it. So maybe those scummy scousers should learn a few things. You know what I'm saying? But big up to everyone in here. Say like and subscribe. Late stream. Big up Stratters in here. Big up Johnny, leaving us starving for minerals days on end. Listen, it's unusual. I've been so busy, guys. Literally been busy. Unlucky to the pull. RD, you are in here consistently, geezer, with the Pulisic prop. It's not looking too healthy for Pulisic, I cannot lie. Big up to Mitch, our member. Need a top up of minerals. Big up to you, geezer. Thank you very much for your Soup Minerals donation. Knew as soon as I saw the team sheet, Silva needs legs around him. Asby's not agile enough now. Big mistake. Well, I think throughout the game, they did very, very well. But all it takes is that one out of position moment, that one mistimed tackle, and we got punished for it. Apart from that, they did very well. But I do agree, Thiago Silva and Thomas Tuchel's even come out many times. He's more comfortable in a back three because in a back four, your two centre-backs have to go outwards. And that's where your legs need to come in. That's where you need good recovery from the midfield or a DM position. And we didn't have that. And in that specific moment, we got caught out and we conceded that stupid goal. Because let's have it right. I'll get into the game. We should have won that game, guys. You know, it should have been a comfortable win for us. Big up to you again, William. Also, team morale is destroyed. Thought the players were just going through the motions. Toxic elements in the fan base are affecting players. Thoughts, Johnny? Well, let's have it right. The morale has been destroyed ever since the new ownership and Tuchel. If I'm being honest, I think ever since pre-season, it's just looked like that. Something doesn't look right, and it's clearly not right. And I think the players are on a bounce at the minute. But there is a reason for some sort of performances because of the tactical change. Players playing in their comfortable positions. Yeah, we didn't have that under Tuchel as much. It was a strict three at the back, wing back system, the double sixes, and the three up front. Mason Mount predominantly would be in that front three. In this game, he was actually part of the three-man midfield, but also behind the front two, which was very interesting. And then you had Sterling playing left wing back. You had Cucurella playing left centre back. Thiago Silva in the middle. Azpilicueta, who everyone found a surprise, but let's have it right, he's the captain. He's experienced. And I think Potter needed to bring some sort of experience to the back line because we were making too many mistakes so far this season. So I can understand the thought process there. And to try and bring harmony in the dressing room potentially. And he had Reece James right wing back. You had Jorginho and Kovacic with Mason Mount. If you notice, Jorginho was a sitter, and you had Kovacic and Mason Mount pushing slightly more forward, but also Kovacic, and they're all interchanging with each other. And then you had Aubameyang and Kai Havertz. So for me, the setup was refreshing. I thought we played very, very well. I thought we created enough chances to win the game. And it's the same old story. We don't take our chances. But at the same time, when has Aubameyang really played with Sterling? I think Sterling and Havertz are still trying to combine together. Mason Mount's into his sort of his orthodox position, but it's still, it must feel a little bit new for him because he's been so used to the last year and a half playing in that front three. And his demands have changed from what the gaffer's asking him, a different role, a role that suits him. I thought Mason Mount, for me, was the man of the match in this game. I thought he was exceptional. Everything about his game was class. As always, he's just a baller. But I thought Kovacic played very, very well. I thought Jorginho in certain moments was good. The back line looked comfortable. It's just the attack. I think Sterling playing the left wing back, he does work because he's deeper and he can carry the ball as opposed to being right in the front line. And I thought he grew into that role and obviously was very threatening. His hold up was very, very good. Aubameyang's hold up for sort of first 25 minutes was excellent, actually. But the chemistry's not there yet. The link-up's not there yet. And that takes time. Not only does it take time under Tuchel, it take time under Potter now, new manager, new way of playing. Everyone's trying to find their bearings. And I think in that context, I think a draw was a good result, being Potter's first Champions League game. But let's have it right. He's with Chelsea now. The expectations are right up there for me, and really, we should have won that game. We had chances in this game and we just didn't take them. And that's the same old story. And I think, will that change? Remains to be seen throughout the season. But I take a lot of positives from this game. I saw lovely patterns of play, high recovery, relentless recovery, in fact, possession football, lovely little triangle play, quicker. They tried to take it to this Salzburg team. This Salzburg team, I don't think's lost a game. Very compact, very durable. They miss some players, but they seem to try and block a lot of the channels. They block Aubameyang, they block Broha a lot. They blocked Havertz, sort of pushing us out wide. It was a similar story where we get out in the wide positions very, very well. But when it comes to the point of what's the next step to create or to make something happen, it's always sort of like, let's cross it in, or there's a cutback, but there's no sort of end product. And unfortunately, Aubameyang's not in that position. He's getting used to it. Is he going to get his head on the ball? Is he fit enough with his draw and all that and the mask? Is he fit enough and in the right condition to attack and make that killer, clinical finish? I don't think so. So parts of the game were fantastic. Link-ups were good. Jorginho was allowed to move left and right. And if he did go and try and recover the ball and he did lose it, or whether it's in possession or a recovery phase, you always saw Mason Mount and Kovacic there as a backup. Whereas in the double six, you haven't got that. You've only got Kovacic. So when Jorginho loses the ball, you're way more vulnerable. And I think the thought process is, if you've got the 2 8s with Jorginho, adds extra protection, adds quicker recovery, and it packs in the midfield more. So you have a bit more control for midfield. And then you saw the minerals from Mason Mount created 3 or 4 big chances in this game. He got the assistant for the goal. He was progressing the ball, quick passing, great movement. His recovery and tackling throughout the 90 minutes was exceptional. The amount of ball recoveries he made was class. And I think we lost that in Tuchel's system, playing Mason Mount in the front three. And all of a sudden, we've gained in that department. But at the same time, in the front three, the front two position, we don't have that, that real sort of bite. It's a bit toothless at the minute. And I don't blame the system. I think it's a player issue and a chemistry issue, and that's all it is. We know the quality's there. It's just about bringing that quality out and taking our chances. You could arguably say Broha came on, added something different, a bit more energy, strength, movement. And he had, I think after 2 or 3 minutes, he had that one-on-one. Now, in my opinion, you put that away. At least make the goalkeeper make a save. You have to do that. And he didn't. But at the same time, you've only been on for 3 minutes and now a glorious chance comes. You also got the counter-attacking opportunity that he took from deep and played it out to, I think it was Sterling. And you saw the pace of our play. It was there. So there's a lot of positives in this game. A lot of positives. Let me just run through, guys. Big up Luca in here. Jack Henry. Big up to you, geezer. And Marvin here, not buying Leo is a dumb decision. He's going to ball out all the way to World Cup. Every team will be after him. I don't know about Leo. And to be honest with you, I don't really want to even talk about, potential signings and this and that. For me, it's about the squad now. I'm not interested in transfer window. That was a shit time for me. I didn't enjoy it one bit. It's clear as day that Tuchel's never getting back the players that he wanted. He never got. The owners are very focused on this data analytical model to sign talent. So as far as I'm concerned, we've heard a lot of rumours today, a lot of stuff coming out about Neymar. He was never going to leave. So they shoehorned us with Neymar. All this stuff, guys. I'm tired of it. Big up Blue Line Orbital. Hey Johnny, what do you make of Bowie's conference speech? Personally, I think he has made a toxic entrance to Chelsea and English game embarrassing. Makes Bates look like a nice show. I mean, the one positive I take from Bowley, what he said is that he's not in any intention of going in with the Super League. He sort of seemed to. He didn't give it a hard no because he said I'll never do a hard no. But he's we're not even thinking about that or talking about that. That remains to be seen for me because I think if it does evolve, I think they'll be part of it. So I'm not going to be naive in that fact. But he spoke about that. Things about Tuchel, I don't really buy into it too much. I think it's a very good PR stunt. But let's have it right. For me personally, you say we didn't see eye to eye, but Tuchel felt like he was with a footballing amateurs, and he hasn't got time for that nonsense, and he hasn't got time to be asked all these questions. And I think you have to respect that Tuchel got asked about Ronaldo 6 or 7 times. Once should have been enough. Job done. I've said no to that player. Let's move on. No, he kept asking. And at the end of the day, Tuchel's probably gone, do you know what? Fuck this. I can't be bothered for it. I really can't. What am I entertaining here? I'm clearly not going to get on with these guys. These guys are clearly not backing me. They're not bringing me any of the signs I want. They're keeping me unhappy. They're keeping me in the squad unhappy. Players like Pulisic and Ziyech. Let's have it right. Ziyech was another stinker. This guy's a joke. Not a Chelsea level player. He might be a good footballer, but he hasn't shown it for the last 2 games. And to be honest with you, he's not Chelsea level, and I don't think he ever will be Chelsea level. So let's set this record straight there. And I've always said that, and I'll stick by it. So all the Ziyech stands and the fans of Ziyech, you're all in the mud as usual, saying that he should play over Mason Mount. You're all wrong uns. When it comes to Pulisic, what did he do when he came on? Not a lot, really. Another one, but let's have it right. Bowley's never going to sell Pulisic. When he was at that conference, they asked, have we got any Premier League fans? You heard a few cheers, and then they said, what Chelsea fans? And it was like 1 or 2. And he goes, oh, We need to improve that, really. That needs to get better. Well, let's have it right. That's why you've kept Pulisic. Yeah. You've kept Pulisic to get the American Chelsea market, get it popping. Yeah. You sell that guy, you don't have the national team on your head. You have all the Chelsea fans that you're going to lose in America in that massive market. And that's something they weren't going to do. Tuchel knew they weren't going to do that. And these are the facts of the matter. These are the facts of the matter. Whether you want to take them in or not, I couldn't give a toss, me personally. This is exactly how I see it. It's exactly how it is for me. I don't see it any other way. So you can take it how you want to take it. Big up Marbas, HM, minerals are lacking from Johnny tonight. Oh, mate. Let's have a right. Ice cold beverage. Big up to you, geezer. Big up to everyone in here. Like and subscribe, guys. Like and subscribe. Couch Surfers, big up, Johnny. Good to have you back. Lovely to be back, guys. Apologies again for not being doing a stream recently. I've just been properly busy, guys. Big up to everyone in here. Woodshedder says, "Hey, Middles, I heard there's some cult going on over here." Yeah, let's have it right. Apparently it's a cult, guys. Apparently I'm toxic in the fan base, guys. That's what I've been told. I'm toxic. Do you know why I'm toxic to those wrong-uns? Because I'm not in their circle. Oh, well, what a shame. We move. Minerals FC till I die. Big up Top Bins in here. Big up Johnny. Up to Minerals FC. Up Tommy T. Love Tommy T. Big up Tommy T. Big up to Chelsea OG. My geezer, thank you very much for becoming a member of the Minerals FC. Guys in the chat, welcome Chelsea OG to the Chelsea platform of Minerals FC and the family. You guys are the best. Let's have it right. Big up to you, geezer. Big up, bro, Johnny Minerals. Lovely. Thank you for joining the membership scheme, my geezer. Love that. I watched the game, geezer. I was at the game, Mark. I was at the game. A lot of people being negative about this game. A lot of people are negative. A lot of people are pottering it out. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Big up, geezer. Big up to you, geezer. It's just like I just think this fan base, is the most toxic right now. And that's down to the ownership. They started this. But also you've got to remember that the larger platforms, guys, have pushed the narrative to create this toxicity, to create a divide in the fan base. The Rory Jennings, the Talk Sports, the Sky Sports, all the accounts on Twitter and all the other YouTube accounts. They've pushed the narrative against Tuchel, this criticism of Tuchel, this agenda on Tuchel. It was already created there. It was pushed. It needed to be there. Because it wasn't there before. It wasn't there. It was all about, let's back Tuchel. He's the best man for the job. And all of a sudden, after three games, everyone's gone 360. What the fuck's going on? What's going on? Because of the narratives pushed by the other platforms. And people buy into that. It creates a divide. And once that divide happens, it's perfect for the new ownership to go, we've got some fans here that actually would be open to the idea of Tuchel getting sacked and leaving. And that's what's happened. And it's fucked me off. Because I think if you took that out of it, the owners have got to fight. Think very hard about what they do and how they do it. But the bottom line is, behind the scenes, it was clearly not working. Tuchel clearly thought, do you know what? I'm never going to get on with these owners. They paid him his 70 million, and he's moving on, and he'll go to a big club, no doubt, 100%. But we have to respect this stuff, guys. We have to understand the context here, because it doesn't just come out of thin air. If the fan base wasn't as toxic as it was, all right, the ownership would find it very hard to just sack Tuchel like that, because no one knows what's going on behind the scenes. And this whole idea of this whole excuse of, Tuchel didn't see the same vision. What vision is that exactly? Because you haven't explained what that vision is. It's a yes man for me. It's we want to bring the Moneyball model. If you've seen the film Moneyball, yeah, and Brad Pitt, who's the coach, he takes a data analytical model to pick players and to make a team. And they took that model to the Red Sox, and then they went and won multiple titles. And it works. And it's ever since translated throughout baseball, probably through NBA as well. So that model is what they want to use at Chelsea, but that doesn't necessarily mean that there's an eye test involved. And Tuchel's very much an eye test. He wants a profile that he can work with, and he understands. And I think this data model doesn't suit Tuchel. He doesn't want to get involved in that. He wants to manage and coach. You didn't get a director of football. You didn't get the people in place. Bowley talks about on that lovely PR stunt, because that's what it was. He talks about, well, we get the right people because we don't know about football. We're not experts on football. We get the right people in. Well, you haven't done that under Tuchel. You didn't bring the right people in for Tuchel when you've got an elite manager. You didn't do that. You're doing everything backwards. And now you've brought in Graham Potter, a talented, high potential manager with a blueprint of attractive football. But it doesn't mean that blueprint's going to translate at Chelsea with the current squad you got, with the little time you have. We cannot afford to not be in the Champions League. We have to be in the Champions League to make the money, to attract the top talent. That's why these players come to Chelsea. Let's not be naive. That's why they're going to, Man Cities and Liverpools, because they're in the Champions League. That's how you entice the real ballers. If you're out of the Champions League, which at the moment is not looking too healthy, we're at bottom of the group with 1 point. We've got to play back-to-back Milan, who are top of the group and look in decent shape. They're obviously more settled than we are at the minute. We're not settled at all, one bit. And then you've got to rely on the two last games after Milan to win those. So you've arguably got to at least draw one Milan game, win one, and win the other two. So you've got to win 3 games and draw one, potentially, ideally win all 4. Is that likely? I don't know, guys. I don't know. That's down to our players and our gaffer right now. Now, the whole idea is, if you don't put the right people in place, then how are you supposed to progress with your vision? You can't do that. Even if you've got Potter in now, you still can't progress with your vision. That takes time. You need to get the right people in charge, and you need to act fast. And right now, the ambition is there. We know that. They've spent money, but they've spent money on players that they wanted to buy, not what Tuchel wanted to buy. And that's where it all falls down, because Tuchel knew he was never getting backed. And that's why it just went sour. And it's very sad that you've lost a manager of that elite world-class level, that people were having a bitch and moan. Let's have it right. All those platforms having a bitch and moan about Tuchel playing players out of fucking position. And what did Potter do? Paid Sterling wing back. Did I hear the same energy for that? No. Why would I? It's all positive from here now. It's all positive now. All of a sudden, it's gone from criticism and toxicity, negativity, to positivity with a manager that has just walked into this elite level job, who I'm backing all the way. I'm backing Potter. I saw lovely traits with Potter. I saw him on the touchline, very calm geezer, clapping the players every now and again, arms crossed, doesn't flinch, doesn't move, doesn't panic, has a little chat with his assistant, and that's it. There's no real antics or energy. He's very assured. I like Potter, and we have to give him time. But look at the state of our fan base. Look at them now. Potter out trending after that game is a disgrace. It tells you that these are not Chelsea fans. These are just fucking wishy-washy flip-floppers, bro. If you're that pissed off and you're that bitchy and whiny after one game that he's walked through the door, then I think don't support a Man City or a Liverpool and go and glory hunt for the time being, because we're trying to build, and I get that. Now, it is a case of we've got no choice right now. Our choice has been forced upon us with Graham Potter. But I'm backing him because I back my club. And let's have it right. Without the fans, this club is dead. And like any club, without the fans is the heart and soul of the club. So you've got to treat them with respect. I don't think that's been done at the minute. You got to earn that trust. You got to earn that respect. That takes time. That's longevity. Doesn't happen overnight. So we have to give them a chance to see what they're going to do. They're very money driven. They're capitalists. They want to push the money train. They can't take any money out of the club for 10 years. Credit to Roman Abramovich. Big up the GOAT for putting the Glazers clause in there. So what they're going to do, they're going to try and increase the capitalism. They're going to make as much profit as possible. Let's have it right. They took Dodgers and the LA Lakers, and they have doubled their value from something like 1.5 billion or whatever to 4 billion, the Dodgers. So they know how to make money. They know how to make a global brand dominant, which is great. But what I'm interested in, and what every Chelsea fan's interested in, is us winning trophies and watching our team play and having ballers in our club. That's what we want. We want to see our academy blossom and players come through. We want to see this development. That's what's important to me. The commercial side, I couldn't give a toss about. For me, it doesn't make a difference. I don't even buy gear. I don't buy Chelsea gear. I don't wear it. I've never been that sort of guy to wear it. I've got a few signed shirts, whatever, but I don't really buy into it. I like to give my money in other ways. Yeah. So let's have it right. For them, that's what it's about. But they can't take a dime out of our football club for a while. We have to back these owners because we've got no choice. They're going to be here. The ambition seems there, but it's a fine line. Bowley's playing a very fine line at the minute. Projecting this whole all-stars project and trying to implement this American model into the Premier League, where he's going to the Premier League bosses and the Premier League officials saying, hey, we can make more money here. We can generate more revenue. In 2 days, I made 200 million. That can be for all the small clubs as well. Bowley, steady on, geezer. It might be a nice idea. Don't get me wrong. But let's fucking focus on our own football club at the minute instead of thinking about making shitloads of money right now. Let's build our football team. Let's fucking back this manager. And let's build a structure behind the scenes. Get our director of footballs in, our commercial directors, our head scouts in place. Let's do the right things here. Let's not fucking talk about building another competition to make more money. It's not a good look. And to be quite honest with you, I'm not interested in hearing that. I don't want to hear about the Super League. So Bowley shut that down, and I appreciate that. But he's got no choice but to shut it down, because the moment he says, yeah, I'm down for Super League, that opens up a whole new discussion. It's a headline. You can't do that. Let's play the game here, guys. Let's play the game, because that's what they're doing. Big up to Accelerators. Big up to you, up the fucking Minerals. Let's have it right. Minerals only landed. Only cult I want to be in. Big up, William. Big up, Geezer, my member. Big up to you. Indefinite, my member. Big up. It's not a cult. I'm tired of hearing the fucking whining. Let's have it right. Listen, the ones that are whining are the haters. The ones that are chickens, yeah, full of shit. And they buckle to any big platform. They want to be part of that train. Not here, guys. Not here. We're real here. Up the Minerals. Let's have it right. Big up to you, geezer. Big up to you all. Big up Deals in here as well. Bright guy in here. Hey, Johnny, happy Friday, pal. Not sure if you heard Andy Jacobs on TalkSport today. But he said, this is the worst Chelsea side in the past 20 years. Did you hear that? If so, what do you think? I haven't heard it. I've seen a few quote tweets from people. But I think he just needs to shut up. You know, we've got a British manager now. Just tone it down, son. You know, you got what you wanted with us not having Tuchel. All of a sudden, it's the worst team. A team that 2 years ago won the Champions League. We won the Champions League, Club World Cup, Super Cup. We can't be that fucking bad, guys. We can't be that bad of a team. Yeah, we spent some money, but we're rebuilding. You know, I wouldn't buy too much into this stuff. TalkSport is about clickbait. That's what it is. It's clickbait. And it's also a fantastic platform for the campaign against Chelsea, as we know. Maybe I'll play it as we get through, if I can find it. Big up, Jack. Oh, I didn't even know there's football on. I've been so out of it. Big up, JP. Hey, Johnny, big ups. I'm late, but I'm here now. Let's have it right. Love to see you in here. None of our fan base are patient because we keep changing managers and winning all the time. That's what we're known for. Potter needs time. The thing is, the fan base is stuck on immediacy. You know, if it ain't right and it's broken or it's not working, sack the manager, get a new one. We had that with Tuchel. It was fine. There was nothing fucking wrong. The new ownership made it wrong, made it not work. Basically said to Tuchel, it's this way or the highway. Tuchel said, well, fuck it. I'm staying in the job until you sack me. You know, that's the way he looked at it. And then, let's have it right. The ownership went behind his back, speaking to Potter, Pochettino, some other Portuguese manager, you know, and Tuchel finds out through WhatsApp groups or whatever it's so-called reported. You know, I just... disrespectful to an elite gaffer who, let's have it right, when we're going through the sanctions, Barcelona, Real Madrid, all the Man United, all the big clubs were after him, and he said no. You know, and now he's probably thinking maybe I should have taken those jobs. You know, I'd be in a Man United job now, or I'd be in a Real Madrid job now. You know, where's the respect here? Where's the respect? Big up, Joel, in here. Lovely to see you in here. Big up, Susie Kill. Minerals v Jennings celebrity boxing match. Proper smash the cunt up, Johnny. Let's have it right. Listen, he wouldn't come near me, bruv, and he wouldn't last a fucking second with Johnny. Yeah? He's not got the minerals. He's an absolute traitor in our fan base. He's a snake. He's a rat. That's what he is. He's not representing Chelsea Football Club. He damn right doesn't represent me. And I'm sure a lot of fans feel the same. How he's been Tuchel out, popping it and going in full swing with it. I will not forget that. I do not forgive shit like that. And as far as I'm concerned, I've muddied this prick from day one, and I've come out and muddied him. No one else has done that on the other so-called YouTube channels. Obviously, Tony's done a little bit of that as well. Big up to Tony, yeah, who I'll be bringing on a little bit later. But you know, it's like you need to be in a group of you to do it. And sadly, those other large YouTube accounts ain't got the minerals to do it. They don't want that smoke. They don't want that attention, because then it fucks up their circles of getting on the mainstream platforms, because they want to be celebrities. Let's have it right. That's the ambition. That's the goal. I want to be someone. You know, we don't do that here. I'm not interested in that garbage. Let me just run through, guys. I'm positive, guys. At the end of the day, yeah. At the end of the day, I thought we played well in parts. I saw us quicker play. I enjoyed the game. I enjoyed the occasion. I thought Potter did very well, but let's have it right. Tuchel drew his first game with Chelsea, so it's the same, you know, same for Potter. I think Potter looks good, guys. I was tweeting it the other day. I got a feeling this guy is like a from Aberdeen, going to United, taking that big step to club, very talented manager, and he gets that backing. And I feel Potter's got that essence about him. There's something about this guy. The geezer's got minerals, guys. I can feel it, and I'm going to back it. And I do understand the thought process there. It just hurts me that in order to get this guy in, we've lost a goat of a manager, an elite manager. We've lost. And this is the thing that upsets me. This is what I think makes the transition harder for me to sort of move over to Potter and be all in. Now, I am all in with Potter. Don't get me wrong. I'm all in with the gaffer. But there was a very strong and still is a very strong connection with Tuchel and the fans and what we experienced with him through these periods. We haven't got that with Potter. Now, if Potter goes and wins a Premier League title, he goes and wins a few trophies, gets us top four, and he starts to build, and we start to see transition and this blueprint evolving at Stamford Bridge and at Chelsea. And I think we will grow fond of this manager. But there is also an intriguing side to this gaffer. He's not as loud as Tuchel on the touchline. He's not as sort of passionate in that sense. So it's a different character. But his character's very, very sharp. I think he's got something about him, and I like it. I really do like Graham Potter, and I think if he's given the backing, he's going to do great things at a football club, and he could potentially be that sort of Ferguson type, Clough type manager. You know, he's worked very hard to get where he is. He's got a set vision. He's got a set way of playing. He's got his team now. You know, his backroom team I'm talking about. So these are great things, and I think we don't have to worry about buying superstars. I think with this manager, he'll go with a data model, which is what Bowley, Ekbali, and all these guys want to implement and use, and they are using it anyway. And they'll do that. And I think Potter will say, this is the profile I want. What are the stats saying? What are the analytics? Let me watch the player. Let me see the player. Or my headscape will watch the player. And I think you'll make signings like that. Will we bring Billy Gilmore back? That remains to be seen. Cole's going to come back. Another player that Graham Potter wanted, because Brighton were fully backing Graham Potter. So clearly he had a huge influence on Billy Gilmore, and Cole will come in going to Brighton. Are we going to see both of them back? We're definitely going to see one. So I see a Fergie mould. It's very far-fetched at the minute to say that. But I see a similar pattern and story. And I do feel with this gaffer, a lot of fans are going, oh, he'll be out by November, December. But he fucking got no. I think this guy will get them playing. I think he will get this team playing. They look different. So let's see. But listen, it might be a lot for you to take in what I'm saying. But with longevity, with time, I think this gaffer is going to do very, very, very special things. And are the media program Potter? I don't know. That remains to be seen. We know they hate Chelsea. I said Bowley's going to have a nice little surprise, because I think as the pressure mounts on Graham Potter, Bowley's going to see that the media just hate Chelsea. You know what I mean? That's what's going to happen. Yeah. But we've got to back the gaffer, guys. All these idiots coming out with Potter out. They're the same toxic poison. Absolute wrongers in the fan base that were all Tuchel out. So I would ignore that. Ignore all that shit. It's not worth it, guys. Big up to you, geezer. Indigox 47 CFC, a new member of the Minerals FC family. Big up to you, geezer. Lovely to have you on board. Thank you very much for becoming a member. Guys in the chat, welcome him to the Minerals FC family, guys. Another member, 2 members tonight. Big up to every single one of you. Thank you very much for joining. I love that. That's a touch. And as always, all you guys in here got the minerals. You know that. All the guys are supporting. I'm the same way. I think Potter will get sacked. I don't want that. I don't want to be that way. But they did TT ruthlessly. They will do the same to Potter. No, I don't think they will. I don't think they will. I think he gets his season. And also, you got to understand something, guys. This season's a very unprecedented season. We've got a World Cup bang in the middle. It's ridiculous. You know, we've missed 2 games due to being postponed. And we've got, where we're going to fit these 2 games in. We're going to fit them in before the World Cup starts. It's fucking madness. We're going to play, 4 games in a week? Come on, let's have it right. This is madness. You know, all the other teams playing tonight and Saturday, and we're having to postpone another game. I think United are in the same boat. I think Arsenal and Brentford play on Sunday or something. It's ridiculous. Why can't we play? You know? So we've got 2 fixtures. Granted, it bides Potter time, and it's a good thing in that way. But at the same time, the games are coming like that. And you got a full World Cup to play. What's the condition of our ballers going to be? Having to come back to finish a season, it's just ridiculous, guys. Money, brown envelopes to have this World Cup where it is it's just bollocks. It really is. Roman said Nini's another trade to Chelsea. Loki Tuchel out for months and only now saying it with chest when it's convenient. Is that what he's saying? He was Tuchel out? Well, I knew he's a Tuchel out. He's always been a Tuchel out, this wrong'un. Yeah? He's full of shit. Him, Rory, the Daniel Childs of the world, they've all got a fucking agenda against Tuchel. I've seen it. I read it with my own fucking eyes and I've heard it with my own ears. I've seen other accounts. They've all got an agenda. All right? This is why I cannot stand them. I think they're all fake. They're all clickbaiters. They all just go with the same narrative because they want to be part of the same clique. Yeah? Fergie managers are so rare. And then when you've got an opportunity to build up longevity, you know, build a dynasty, is Potter that guy? He could well be that guy, guys. Why is everyone shutting him down straight away? I get it. You guys know, yeah, I was the most Tuchel in, backed Tuchel all the fucking way. I backed him to the very end. No one can take that away from me. No one backed him harder than I fucking backed him. And I hear idiots on their platform saying they backed him more than me. Bullshit. Yeah? You go on my streams, and I've only going 10, 11 weeks on my show. You go through it and you see exactly how I talk about Thomas Tuchel. There is not 1 ounce of doubt or criticism on my gaffer. All right? While you lot all wanted to fucking dig at the gaffer and criticize him. Yeah? Oh, we're allowed to criticize. No, you're creating a narrative in a negative way to put a certain light and tone on the gaffer. You ain't fucking backing him. You mugs. So anyway, I'm going to back Potter exactly the same way. I'm going to back him. Will I feel as emotionally attached to Potter right now? No chance. Tuchel, I loved Tuchel. I loved him. I still do. So we move. We move. You can go back on their shit and you'll see. You'll go back and you'll see. Go back to my streams, guys. Let everyone know in the chat that people don't realise. I don't know who Andrew Tate is, geezer. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know who that geezer is. Yes. Chop Harris, Punctual Tackle Club. Big up to you, geezer. Lovely to see you there. We can't play because so many police needed for the morning. And I know. But why is Arsenal playing then on Sunday? I'm pretty sure they're playing on Sunday, guys. Yeah? An earlier kickoff. So they should have called off all Sunday games, as far as I'm concerned. And I agree. I'd rather have the Scousers after, and we can mud them. We'll mud them. Don't worry about that. Fergie broke the Celtic Rangers stronghold and won the Cup Winners' Cup with Aberdeen. I can't see it with Potter, to be honest. Look, you can't see it, but at the same time, I know he hasn't won anything, but what he's done with that Swedish team was ridiculous. They're a fourth-tier team, and he got them promoted to go in Europa League, and he was beating Arsenal in Europa League with his team. So I think he's not been given that opportunity with like an Aberdeen Rangers or Celtic club. He hasn't had that opportunity. And I think he did. He probably would win something with that a better team. This is his jump now to Chelsea. So I think with Brighton, he showed the blueprint. Swansea played a certain type of football, and he showed a blueprint there. And he took it to Brighton, and they invested in him. So I do see it without the winning side of things. He hasn't won a trophy yet. So that's the only difference for me. But it's hard to see, Stretters. A lot of people can't see it. A lot of people can't see it. Facts. Minerals man is a baller, mate. He was man of the match. No, I back my manager and I back Tuchel. It's not about being a Tuchel sexual. Yeah, I mean, you can go on about the Sarri sexuals and all that, and people still going on about Sarri. Fuck all that nonsense. Tuchel delivered at our football club at the highest level with a team that, wasn't built for consistency, isn't built for the league. It's a cup team. So as far as I'm concerned, Tommy Tuchel deserved the amount of backing he got right to the end. All right. It wasn't apparent with certain individuals in the fan base. Yeah. Was not apparent, fella. It wasn't about. Just wasn't about. And I got pissed off with it. But you have to respect, you got to understand that there's reasons why things happened. And I've explained these countless times. And it's all coming out in the media. So let's bring on what's his name? Julian Laurence, because he landed the minerals, guys, yeah? He landed the minerals. Let me add this to the stream. Let me zoom in, guys. Okay, let's play this, guys. Let's play this. Let's go into it.
Why would Thomas Tuchel collaborate with someone who knows nothing about football? Why would Thomas Tuchel collaborate with someone who says to him, hey, why don't you play 4-4-3? Why would Thomas...
We were told the 4-4-3 was all bullshit, by the way, but Julian Laurence has come out there, and so it may not be bullshit, guys, yeah? I've heard, CFC Daily and all these guys come out, oh, that's all just lies, right? Well, why is Julian Laurence coming out with it now? ESPN, let's have it right. ESPN have never backed Chelsea. They're so anti-Chelsea, these lot. They're so fucking, even Frank LeBeuf and Craig Burley, our ex-players, fucking mudding Chelsea, boring Chelsea this, boring Chelsea that, Tuchel this, Tuchel that. Look at Julian Laurence now.
Thomas Tuchel collaborate with someone who says 5 times to him in the summer, through the summer, hey, what about Cristiano Ronaldo? And every time Thomas Tuchel said, listen, it will not work. This is not how we play. It doesn't really fit what we do. This would not work. And yet he would come back with Cristiano. Why would Thomas Tuchel collaborate with someone like this?
And I agree with him. And this is facts. This geezer's landing the minerals. Yeah, he's saying it how it is. This is absolute facts. 1 time should be enough. A 1 no, squash it. And I think Bowley would kept prodding with it. If he went and signed Ronaldo, and I said it on my stream during this period, all right, not only would Ronaldo not come to Chelsea, that's a given, but the fact is, if they went and bought, hypothetically, if they bought Cristiano Ronaldo, ultimately, that proves that you are not backing Thomas Tuchel, because it's been reported that he is not signing off that transfer, because we're led to believe that they were backing Thomas Tuchel. Let's have it right.
I understand that it was in a situation where there was nobody else, because as Craig said, Marina left, Peter Cech left, Bruce Burke left, other people left. So in the end, it was Ekbali and Boli who had to do that kind of job. But they didn't know the players. They didn't know who Rafinha was. They'd never heard of him before trying to sign him, for example. If you're Thomas Tuchel, you get to a point where there's no dialogue with those people because they don't understand. It's not the same language.
Exactly. It's not the same language. How is Thomas Tuchel supposed to communicate with guys that are asking him for advice and leadership when Tuchel's like, I'm telling you, I don't want Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm telling you I want these players, but you're going, I don't know who they are. Why don't you want this player, even though you told us no? Who is this player? We don't know about this player. No, we're going to go and buy this player. Come on, guys. I can understand the breakdown here. I can understand it. And this is exactly how I see it. It's exactly what I said way before this guy. I've said all this stuff. And you guys in the chat, all my followers, Minerals FC, you know this is exactly like me talking. I think Julian Lawrence has been watching Minerals FC. Let's have it right.
Language, and it's not criticism to Todd Bowley. He just doesn't know football. This is all new to him. But you can't blame Thomas Tuchel for not wanting to collaborate with you when it's impossible to collaborate with you because it's a sport that you know nothing about. And that's where I find the justification of his sacking a little bit too much, because tell us the real reasons then. Don't give me the youth team data.
Look at the state of look at Frank LeBeuf and Craig Burley listening to this. Look at the two presenters. They're gobsmacked. They don't know what the fuck's going on right now. They can't comprehend what this guy's landing right now, the Minerals, on a major platform right now. This is going anti-Bowley right now. This is having a dig at the owners at Chelsea. This is justification for Thomas Tuchel, which is what all the fan base and the platform should be doing, like I was doing. But no one wanted to do that. They wanted to go with these fuckers' agenda. These guys that sit on these platforms and push it out to turn around and go, oh, I'm really upset. I'm really shocked Thomas Tuchel got sacked. I can't believe it. Oh, bollocks.
That makes no sense. Thomas Tuchel used to go to watch the under-19s and the reserve. If he wanted to know the data of this right back or that striker from the academy, he would find it. It's easy. So it just didn't give us the real reason why he sacked him. And the real reason, they didn't get on. They didn't see eye to eye. They didn't get on. But Thomas Tuchel grew frustrated by who he had to talk to in this summer in terms of recruitment and everything, because they knew nothing about football and they still don't.
Exactly. This is the fact. So when Bowley says on his interview, it's about bringing the right people in. Well, you didn't do that when you had the right manager in charge. And that right manager in charge couldn't stand for it. Didn't want to be part of it, well and truly. And I don't really blame Thomas Tuchel. But when you're dealing with a bunch of amateurs when it comes to football and the knowledge of football, then where are you going with this? What is it? It's Tuchel got to be an educator and a teacher, to these guys. They bought a football club. So get the right people in place to back Thomas Tuchel. He didn't want to do that. He didn't want to do that. And this is my point, This is my point. Why would Thomas Tuchel accept these things? Bowley's come out and said we just, didn't have the same vision. Well, fucking clearly not. Tuchel's got the elite what's the word? Glasses on, you know what I mean? Spider senses, let's have it right. And these guys are blind as a bat. They don't know where they're going. They don't know what they're looking at. And this is the problem. And ESPN are being real shitty to Chelsea over this whole Tuchel period because they're part of the campaign. They're part of pushing the narrative to get Tuchel sacked. I told you lot they didn't want to back Tuchel. I told you lot that no one outside of Chelsea wants Thomas Tuchel managing Chelsea with money and a backing because he's an elite manager and he'll take us to the top. So this is where we are now. They're all brown envelopes. But Julian Laurent's coming out with some serious facts there, guys. You know, some serious facts. You know, we have to accept that, and we have to drink them minerals in. Like I've been telling you guys, I've been spitting the same stuff as Julian Laurent. I've been telling you this same explanation when it all happened. Go back, I think it was on like the fourth stream when Tuchel got sacked. My fourth stream, last 4 streams. So everyone knows about it. It's clear as day, and I can't stand the shit that I hear from people. Honestly, it's just laughable, mate. Absolutely laughable. Also, that's a very good point about, the same players. It's the same place, so why should anything change? That's from the legend Thomas Tuchel, and he's a legend at our football club. The disrespect that he gets is disgusting. All right, it's absolutely disgusting. Oh, we haven't played good football for so. We're in sanctions. There is so much context to why we didn't play that well. The same players. You've kept Ziyech and Pulisic, for fuck's sake. You've kept 2 of these players that don't want to be at our football club. Kicking up a stink. And their performances still stink. They can't even get in the first team. Potter ain't even starting them. That tells you everything you need to know. So that is the way I look at it, guys, And I have to be positive. And I'm very positive. I get mocked for being positive, yeah? But Graham Potter, he looks real deal, guys. Yeah? He's just not Tuchel level yet. That's all it is. It's like we've taken a step back. We've taken a step back from having the right manager. But at the end of the day, the owners never wanted to back him. So it's like there is no what ifs. If he stayed, it was never going to happen, guys. And when you think about it, we were led to believe that all these signings were Tuchel signings. When I actually deep it and I think about it and I look back at it, none of them were his signings. They used Tuchel's name to buy these players. They used Tuchel's name. I don't think Sterling comes if Potter's in charge. I don't think Koulibaly comes. I think Fofana comes because he loves Chelsea. Aubameyang doesn't come. Zakaria was just a panic buy. The Kasady and Chuck Winnerals, Hutchison, they're all recommendations from Potter and his team. Tuchel didn't want those players. So it's clear to me that he was never backed, guys. He wanted Rice, Frankie de Jong, Marquinhos, De Ligt, Rafinha, Dembele, apparently. So did he get any of those players? No, didn't get any of them. So we have to see what happens there. Are they even going to buy players that the manager wants? I don't think they are. I think they're going with a data model. They get a little yes or no maybe from Potter and his team. And that's it. I think we're not going to have that. I think it's going to be like Liverpool, literally like Liverpool. But does Pep get his players? I think Pep gets his players. I think Pep does. But there needs to be a discussion about Ziyech. There needs to be a discussion about Pulisic. Pulisic was never going to get sold, guys. All right? He was desperate to leave. And the Pulisic stands are toxic. I think they're becoming worse than Jorginho stands. Yeah? If I'm being honest with you. I think they're worse. And you got the whole American Twitter fan base. They're fucking toxic. Disgusting the way they treat Thomas Tuchel. Do you know why? Because they don't give a shit about Chelsea. The American prop for Pulisic, they don't give a shit about Chelsea. All they care about is Pulisic. Is Pulisic FC. I want that shit out of my club. How can I back a player that doesn't want to play for my football club? How the fuck am I supposed to back that player? How can I back Ziyech when the guy's ratted wearing a Lukaku t-shirt saying hate it or love it or hate it? Fuck off. and you put performances like that on your aeroplane, like everything's all gravy and all mustard, you're having a laugh. You're an absolute piss take. We had to witness these performances. The last two performances are fucking shocking. You know, there needs to be discussions about this. Bowley won't sell Pulisic because he's a marketing machine. He wants that in his fan base. He wants that at Chelsea. I heard on platforms that fans go, I've just supported Chelsea because of Pulisic. It's fucked up. You know, it's wrong. It's wrong. We need to put a stop to this. Bowley needs to wake up, mate, and realise Pulisic ain't that fucking Lionel Messi, bruv. He ain't that player. He's not. For me, he's not Chelsea quality. And Ziyech, fuck me, this guy. This guy's atrocious. Even in the last minute in the game, Mason Mount played him a fucking perfect ball, and he just execution was like he couldn't give a shit. Playing passes like he couldn't even pass the first man on every corner, every set piece. Why is this guy even taking set pieces? It's like you're trying to get blood out of a stone with this fella. Shocking, mate. I don't think Pulisic does love our club. I really don't. He wanted to extend his contract to get go on loan. He wanted to get out of the club. What? Because he wants to play in the World Cup. The geezer's going to play the World Cup. Even if Pulisic didn't play one fucking game for Chelsea Football Club all the way through to when the World Cup starts, do you think that the American boss is going to go, oh, I'm not playing Pulisic? Of course he's going to fucking play him. He's their best player. Because their fucking league over there is in the mud compared to Premier League football. It's nowhere near it. So, of course, Pulisic plays in the World Cup. You know, fuck off with all this shit and his old man putting all this pressure. It's disgusting. Because you've got the whole of America behind you. Now we've got the American owner. He won't sell Pulisic, and I can't stand shit like that. This is the problem. I don't like this stuff. This tells me your focus ain't about what's best for Chelsea. It's what's best for the bank account. It's what's best for the marketing aspect. It's not about the fucking players on the pitch. You know? And Pulisic ain't doing it. When's he ever fucking performed? This whole stint. Tuchel's given him how many opportunities and he still didn't perform? How many chances does a geezer miss? I'm sorry, mate. These are the facts. These are the facts. And Ziyech is not Chelsea level. He never has been Chelsea level. He's not good enough. You know? So that's where I stand with those lot. Right. Let me get a couple of people on. Right. Bear with me, guys. Let's get Tony on. Guys, what likes am I on? What likes am I on? Get the likes up, people. What likes are we on, guys? Holy shit. All right, that's done. What likes am I on, guys? Can you let me know what likes I'm on? What likes one, guys? 94 like that. It's piss poor, guys. There's like 200 people in here. Hit that like button, guys. Hit the like button. Hit that like button. Subscribe. Shocking. That is shocking. Disrespectful. What's happening, guys? Where's those likes, mate? Where are the likes? Don't disappoint me, people. Hit the like button. Up the chills. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, guys. Hit that like button and subscribe. Very important, people. Very, very important. Right. We're 60% owned by Clearlake Capital, an equity firm, and they will try to make as much money as they can with other forms of revenue until that 11th year. I agree. I know. It's what I've been saying. It's what I've been saying, Geezer. I've been saying that. Yeah, can you imagine? Board member. I won't take any shit, honestly. But these guys, man, they talk lovely. They talk really well. But when it comes to actually, how can I say? Look, prove me wrong, but I don't know. These guys are just in for the money. Chelsea ain't. It's not like Roman. Roman, it was like it was just a hobby. He wanted to make Chelsea the best club in the world. He was enjoying it. It was his toy. These guys are here. They're capitalists. They want to make money, and that's their main focus. It's exactly what they want. Should get TT in. Oh, mate, I'd love an interview with TT. Imagine having TT on. That'd be quality. So it is what it is, guys, you know. Let me just go to, let's get this out. Everyone gets so emotional, mate, when it comes to points I make. Did anyone see this, guys? This was hilarious. This is actually my pick, yeah. So all these other big accounts love to take my picture and don't fucking what's it called? Tag me or quote me or whatever. Yeah, they just love to take the image. So let's have it right. This was me. This is exactly my picture. I was walking out the station out of Fulham Broadway, and I saw the geese, and I was cracking up. And I took that picture. You go on all the major platforms, and you see that picture. You know it's from Johnny Minerals, bro. And you can tell because I put that picture out literally, what was it, about probably an hour before the game. An hour before the game. Do you know what I mean? But this geezer, what else hilarious, mate? Obviously, if you don't know, that is a Lukaku shirt. Yeah, that's a Lukaku shirt he's put on now. that he's put a Bamian on. So big up. Anything with Lukaku on, you just get rid of it, yeah? Just get rid of that crap. Do you know what I mean? How you doing, Tone?
How you doing, mate? How you doing?
I'm good,
all
Geese.
right?
Yeah. All good. What are you saying, Geese? Talk to me.
Well, okay. Regarding Tuchel, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, okay. So I think there's a lot of truth in what you're saying. And I think with a lot of this, you have to completely and utterly read between the lines. Obviously, like you, I'm massively disappointed with all that's gone on. But I think there's, first and foremost, I think there's a lot of truth in the fact that our board, or Bowley, definitely sounded out our manager now. And I totally and utterly agree with you that Thomas Tuchel got wind of that factor. Yeah. Hence the reason why those press conferences were never right. He never looked right. We even said that, didn't we? You know, when there was no suspicions or whatever, or any thought process that he was ever going to leave. We said that he just looked agitated, didn't he? He looked, you know, on edge, that sort of thing. Yeah. Okay. So I think, first of all, you've got to remember that's the part of it. Yeah. So I received a phone call today. I'm not professing for it to be true. This is okay. You have to say the word allegedly, don't you? Yeah. So I'm going to say the word allegedly. And someone close to a million billionaire, yeah, let's put it like that, yeah, connected within the club, and they told me that the Tuchel, right, okay, because he was going through a divorce, as you know, yeah, he wasn't able to see his children, right. Obviously agitated. Anyone that doesn't see their children, anyone that doesn't see their kids, and going through a divorce is painful enough, yeah.
Yeah, it's horrible, yeah.
Absolutely, right. Okay, so that's going to affect you in any way. But apparently, because of that factor, he was also dating a younger woman. He was also doing a few things that one thing I don't want to say. Yeah, I just don't want to say it because I just don't think it's right. I'll tell you that in a private one, Johnny. Yeah, because I don't think it's right. But I want people have to read between the lines what I'm saying. Yeah. Our clubbing mood swings, a lot of mood swings, yeah. And the players were picking up on that, yeah. We go hot and cold all the time. And so I believe that the writing was pretty much on the wall, hence the reason why, it went the way it did. And I think he knew that too. And let's be completely and utterly honest here, right? As much as we love the man, and I completely and utterly love him, I wish none of this about him. I wish he was still our manager. Let's put it that way, right? You are always going to protect £17 million, no matter what. So from that perspective, I think it almost played itself out, where both parties kind of understood where it was. I don't think he ever wanted to leave. I really, really don't. I think he was upset and distressed by all the ramifications regarding what he was required to do, because we had no director of football. He'd lost his two pals in Marina and Petacek. And I think that where he was most happiest was when he was just coaching. He used to say that all the time. I love it. I love it here. We just get on with what I do best, coaching, yeah? He doesn't want to get involved in all the bits and pieces. Listen, sometimes management, right? You've got to have a lot of acts. You've got to be, back in the day, a manager in the 70s and 80s used to do every single job, yeah? Every single job. And then there was a director of football and this person and that person. And now we've got entourages that are huge, yeah? And obviously when the club was, going through the process that it was, we know what class act he was, but he was having to do things outside of his job description, Johnny, yeah? And we all know what a fantastic job he done, but let's have it right. I think there's a lot of truth. If you read between the lines on everything that's being said, I think that's pretty bang on, mate, yeah? I think you could argue that he went that way because he thought, well, do you know what the fuck? and he probably did. Do you know what I mean? Because the way he was feeling and everything else. And if our owners were doing that anyway, what did he have to lose, Johnny? He was going to lose his job regardless, yeah? Because
Well, yeah, and he would
wasn't
make
choice.
the 70 million as well,
Absolutely.
wouldn't he? You know,
And he would
yeah,
keep
yeah.
the
He's,
17 million. So, and I think to be fair to Bowley, right? Because look, I need you to read between the lines, yeah? Hot and cold, mood swings, clubbing, younger girl. Listen, I'm not here sitting in judgment about nothing like that, yeah? We've all got our lives to lead, and I'm not. I don't sit in judgment of anybody. Yeah, listen, my bloody wife's 22 years my junior, and you know, age is only a number, so who gives a fuck? Yeah, but the bottom line is right. These guys have come in. They paid £4.2 billion for a football club, investing 270 million. Yeah, they don't come around to fuck about, Johnny. Do you know what I mean? And image is king, yeah, as we know. And I just think that it all become too much. And I think part of that process was he kind of, I'm not saying he lost the dressing room, but I think he wasn't the Thomas Tuchel that they knew and they come to love, yeah. Listen, we all see him getting agitated on the touchline. That we do know, that's factual. He never used to be like that, Johnny. He never used to dig out his players either. Yeah, never, ever, ever would dig out players. But then it become more and more of a much. You know what I'm saying? Having said that, he always showed his class. If we fucked up, he would always throw himself in it. You know, he'd say, "I'll take full responsibility." Da-da-da-da-do and all that one. So we know, what a man he is. Yeah. And trust me, Johnny, right? I wish to God, right, he was the manager right now. I really, really do. But of course, the bigger picture is they've made their choice. I'm still not happy about it. My last fan count, as you know, right, I went out massive against Rory Jennings, and all the things that he was saying. I did. And then, of course, fucking hell, 24 hours later, Tuchel's been whacked. So. And my last thing on after the game on Wednesday, I put it out there that look, whilst I'm not happy with none of it, obviously the bigger picture is Chelsea FC, no man or woman is bigger than the club. So therefore we all have to move on. Am I happy about it? No, I'm not. But I think there's a bit of both in this one, Johnny. Yeah, where perhaps our owner has kind of just stepped out of his way a little bit. In other words, he's overstepped the mark somewhat. I think Tuchel picked up on that one. He kind of knew the writing was on the wall, trying to hold it together.
The other thing that winds me up though is what he does in his private life, like all these footballers do in their private life. He shouldn't matter. He should have no impact or relevance. Yeah,
no, it shouldn't.
If he wants to go out, and he's divorced, right? If you're a divorced man, you want to go out and get some nice fresh bird. Yeah, that's what you want to do. You're gonna go and do that. That's part of being a human being, being a man. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're not being allowed to see your kids, that's going to force you into that even more because you're alone.
Johnny, people react in different ways. You can't sit there. No one can sit there in judgment.
No, but they are clearly. The owners are.
Well, they are, Johnny, because they run
and the
a
players
multi-billion
if the players are giving judgment, they've got no fucking right to judge when they're going out shagging left, right, and centre and doing whatever they want to do. Why is it right for them to do it and the gaffer's not allowed to do it? Bullshit.
Apparently it was all cold mood swings, Johnny, and also, I want
because he wasn't getting backed, Tone. Yeah, but he wasn't being backed. What's he supposed to be?
No, like? I agree. Listen. Yeah. I'm just giving you a reason. So they forced
it on him. I think they forced it on him.
I'm just giving you what I'm just telling you what I was told, and I've got no reason to disbelieve it because the person's full of complete and utter honesty and integrity. So from that perspective, I do believe it. Yeah, but even me right now, I'm not going to whack out the full one because there's no fucking way I'm going to dig out Thomas Tuchel because I'm sad that he's not our manager. I really, really am.
I just think a lot of this is also a lot of this stuff is also being put out there by Bowley's camp to down tool, to create a story, a narrative against Thomas Tuchel like it was all fucking bad. When in reality, in my opinion, I think he looked at these owners going, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. They've asked me 7 times for Ronaldo. I'm getting pissed off with it. You're not backing me. What am I supposed to do? I'm going to go through this whole shit again like I did at PSG and under Roman. I'm not a fucking yes man anymore. I've earned my right to be backed, and you're not backing me. So as far as I'm concerned, fuck it. I'll carry on doing my job. I'll sit in my dugout. Players do what the fuck you want, and I get my 17 million. And I don't blame TT one bit, but that's not his fault. That's the ownership's coming in going, you're not the man. And he knows that. And then they've gone behind his back. They've gone behind his back. Let's have it right. They've gone behind his back for a period, probably as far back as fucking Arsenal for all we know. And they've been talking to Pochettino and that Portuguese manager. All right.
I think the American tour, Johnny, there was something going on there. And I think for Bowley's perspective, right, that was an embarrassment, I mean, getting smashed by Arsenal's, let's have it right. That was a terrible day, wasn't it, at the office?
But at the end of the day, it's a friendly.
It is a friendly, right?
Yeah,
but we went out there as you got to remember they just bought the club. It's big news out there too. You know what I'm saying? And we had a stadium full of fucking Chelsea that day, and it wasn't. That I guess that might have been the start of things. Who knows? But it was pretty clear that I think they were going to. I think they were backing him right in the beginning, Johnny. I do. I think it just started going a bit, a little bit pear shaped, and it's happened. So what can we fucking do about it? Not a lot right now, buddy. You know what I mean? It's I'm not happy about
brown
it.
envelopes, mate. Like the brown envelopes talk shit, mate, or people feeding stuff from inside the club and that. At the end of the day, it got to a point where Tuchel goes, I know I'm going to go. I'm going to wait for.
That's what I'm saying, Johnny. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get that, but all this other stuff,
Well, I think there's some truth in that, Johnny. I really do, because you can't turn around and tell me anyone going through a divorce, right, and not seeing their children is living overseas, right? Okay, right, and look, he never had a fucking holiday, and then all of a sudden he's out with a Brazilian, whatever, and all that sort of stuff. Apparently, he'd been out in the town.
Yeah, but hold on, Tone. That picture where he had the Brazilian girl, he was on a boat. All right, this gaffer didn't even have a fucking holiday. All right, he postponed his holiday to do Chelsea, but prepare for the new season. There's too much to do, a lot of pressure, which is credit to the gaffer. Let's have it right. The paparazzi put that out deliberately to create.
Well, they probably did, Johnny, but I think
to portray him in that manner, and that's unacceptable.
They probably did, mate. But all I'm trying to say to you here, right, okay, is do I think they acted in an underhanded way, and were they? All right, plotting's quite a fucking, No,
I think they were, yeah.
Well, okay, so were they doing something along those lines? Then I think the answer is yes, without a doubt. And I think he got wind of it, and and that's it's just a fucking natural reaction, isn't it? He's probably trying to hold it together, and. They acted on it.
All the geezer wanted to do was prepare for games. Do you know what I mean? But before we go on, big up Julian, my geezer. Made me laugh. Spidey senses TT. Todd Bailey blind as a bat. And he's also put convenient stories coming out about TT. Yeah, and I agree that convenient as it is convenient. The timing of it is impeccable. But isn't it interesting? You've got the fan base pushing Potter out, trending on Twitter, which is Twitter, but Twitter's social platform.
Is that right? I've not seen it today. Is that right?
Yeah. After the game, it was trending. It was number one trending. Potter out. Can you fucking believe it?
Oh, yeah.
Where's Rory Jennings? Why didn't he jump on it? Why doesn't that fella jump on it? Potter out, the fucking mug. All these other guys, Tuchel out. Oh, we're really sad about Tuchel. Oh, no, actually, there was stuff going on behind the scenes. If I speak, I wanted to say something, but I didn't say it. Fuck off. You all talk shit. All of them. Tossers.
I'm just reading some of the comments in the chat there, right? You can't remember I'm not giving you an opinion. I'm just telling you what, you know, what's been said. And if you read between the lines, I think it ain't far out. That's my honest opinion. I really do think, you know, that you know, he knew, he got wind of it. They
What
were
about
acting
the
that way.
Mbappe story? Chronic's brought up a great point. How can you talk about the gaffer's girl when Mbappe is digging out whatever? Yeah, I'm not going to say it, but
Yeah,
you
I
know,
can say. That's right. But I'm
do you know what I mean?
I'm not digging out the gaffer at all, there, mate. I'm just saying.
No,
I'm
no,
just,
not
you know,
you, not you. He's talking about the brown envelopes. That's what he's saying. He's talking about the
mate.
brown envelopes, not you. That's what he's saying. You know?
Yeah, my envelopes are fucking white, mate.
Yeah, I got white envelopes. Big up, Julius.
Big up. How are you guys?
Yeah, how you doing, Julius? How you doing?
Good.
Looking suave, you know, looking good.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
He's got the minerals on. He's got the minerals
Yes,
on.
mate. He's looking very, very smart, and you look at him.
Thanks.
Very good, mate.
Were you guys discussing the owners, right? I came in a little bit late.
Yeah.
We're talking about the owners, TT, how he's treated, all the news that's coming out about Thomas Tuchel, the agenda. Obviously, we're talking about Potter and how Potter out is trending. Like, we're just going through it, really. Like, because I haven't streamed for a couple of days, so there's quite a bit. Obviously, Julian Laurence came out and, you know, he came out and landed the minerals, saying everything that I've been saying, and I'm very happy with that someone has come out on an ESPN platform and said, why would Tuchel work with this guy? He's asked him 7 times about Ronaldo. He's asked him about this, that, and that. And, you know, you got to respect him coming out like that because...
See, again, though, Johnny, right, you've got to read between the lines there, right? Would Todd Bowley want Ronaldo? Well, of course he fucking would, do you know what I mean? He's a businessman, right? It makes sense completely from a commercial perspective, yeah? So you can imagine him going to Tuchel and saying, look, yeah, well, what about Ronaldo, mate? You know what I mean? You could see him doing that. So I think there's a lot of truth.
And also keeping Pulisic and Ziyech, fucking hell. You know, you do that. Tuchel doesn't want those players, and they don't want to be there. You know, you're not backing. When I heard they were staying, that was it for me. I think they're fucking gone. But Julius, what do you want to say, Geese? Where do you want to land your minerals, Geese?
I'm disappointed, to be honest. Look, I don't agree with the Potter out. It's not his fault. He came.
No, it's not. Yeah.
And I want to back him. He's a brilliant manager. He worked so hard to get where he is today. You know, he deserves it. It's a big job. Yes, ideally, we don't want to be the club risking getting someone who doesn't have a lot of experience managing a big club, Champions League games, etc. But if it pays off, it's going to be unbelievably brilliant. But when I look at a lot of the things that has been kind of surfacing after the Tuchel sack, and yesterday, I watched Bowley's interview or conference. There is a lot of red flags of what he's been saying and his actions. I'm not against everything American, but there are things as well that, like, he's talking in a way that we should, or Europe or England should always learn from America. Everything they do is the best way, is the perfect way, and we should be doing things similar to them. Like, how are you gonna be okay watching an all-star game with watching, for example, Mason Mount, Reece James, couple of the Chelsea boys playing alongside Harry Kane in an all-star game because they're representing the South, for example. Like, there are some cultural things that outside the national team not gonna be acceptable, and from my perspective, the way he describes the pyramid, weird. It just gives vibes all about money. I'm here to make money. I'm here to be a businessman. Sure, you've invested $4.5 billion to buy us. Of course, you want to make money, but it's just giving me vibes that your priority is to make money, not winning trophies. So again, acquiring the services of Graham Potter is also another indication that he's not hiring Potter to win trophies right away. He's hiring Potter hoping that maybe he'll be successful long term. So this guy definitely priority is not to win trophies. That's how I'm getting the vibes. I could be wrong. I want Bowley to succeed, but I'm worried. I'm worried from the owners.
Do you not think though that Potter? I mean, I think if Potter's given the chance, I think his style of football is a blueprint to win and could win the titles.
Yes.
I think you still need to rectify the imbalance in the squad. You know, the players, the actual personnel. Certain players like Kante, as world class he is, Jorginho, they will move next year. I think you got to replace Thiago Silva. You know, who is next in line, and I think that determines whether Potter will be successful for me. If they're going purely on data, then it's not just data; it's eye test. It's what league are they playing in? You could use data, and you could look at data of someone in Bundesliga, and the stats are fucking all minerals, yeah. But what's those stats going to be like, and that data going to be like if he plays in Premier League, or if you're looking at all these other weaker leagues? How is that going to translate to the Premier League? There's no guarantee. That's just data. You're just going with some sort of digital progression, yeah, a fucking a layout over the next 10 years of how this player is going to all of a sudden become world class just on data. It's just you know, you've got to have eye test as well.
Exactly.
And context.
Data is used to back your eye test. You have scouts. They make their reports, and then you use the data from other games and historical games of this player to back up your eye test, your report about a specific player. Data shouldn't be isolated. Like, I can't just say, "Oh, this player is good because his data is positive." Well, there is many things to define a big chance. You know, like, what if you overhit the ball, and then it's still the striker still made a big effort to hit it? That's considered a big chance, but the pass wasn't perfect, right? So sometimes data is not enough. You need eye test, and data is supposed to back up what you're watching.
So is Potter a yes man? That's my thing.
I think he is. And
Right.
Tuchel isn't, because
Tuchel didn't want to be a yes man.
Yeah, Tuchel is a big elite manager. Potter is an up and coming. Potter, if let's say he goes and wins us a Premier League and a Champions League, he won't be a yes man. He will have a huge a strong opinion about things. But I want to mention something, Johnny and Tony. I don't know if you've noticed it. In the press conference of Potter before the game, he said he sends his assistant to meet with the board and the owners to discuss transfers, and he wants to focus on head coach. Wasn't this what Tuchel was doing, and that was considered unacceptable?
Correct.
So, like, this is where I'm confused. Is this really what's going on, or is this all fabricated to justify the sacking of Tuchel? Like, things don't make sense.
Well, he actually said, Potter said in his when he was introduced the video, he goes, the first thing he says was, "Oh, come on, guys, I can't, get a picture taken and do my job. I can't multitask. I'm just a manager. I'm a coach."
That's
sorry,
what Tuchel wanted to be.
Right. So he's almost speaking for Bowley. I read between. I did my last stream was all on this. I dissected the whole 10-minute revealing of Potter, and it was all very kind of like there was little digs, but it was scripted for Bowley's benefit. Correct.
Yeah,
it was literally scripted for Bowley. That's what I'm saying, and this is the thing that I don't. People have to move away from putting any blame on Potter for what happened at Tuchel, and it's not his fault. Potter's only taken an opportunity and a big fucking risk as well, coming here with
Big up
such a
to him
massive
to take that risk.
right. Big up to Potter for coming in with a rebuild and taking this opportunity. You know, it takes a lot of minerals, geezer, to do that.
30
And I
million
think
pounds.
he's got the
It's all
minerals.
said.
It's just he needs, and he needs. Yeah, and we've paid through the roof for him. He needs the support from the fan base. The problem with this fan base is they're so fucking disrespectful and toxic and divided that they will create their own campaign against Chelsea for the fucking front runners of the campaign against Chelsea, and that's the problem. Bowley,
I don't think anyone's going to be, elated about it all, Johnny. I mean, I think it's misrepresented how many Chelsea supporters were really, really fond of Thomas Tuchel. I think there's a lot of people that are really distraught
yeah,
about it. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I'm not
right.
saying we
I'm
couldn't
one
get
of them,
behind Potter, and
but I have
of
to. I have to.
Well, of
because
course,
he's-
well, we all have to because
because
we're
he's
Chelsea supporters at the end of the day.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Chelsea is what really, really matters. But I've got to say, if I'm brutally honest, how many of our fan base, right, the ones calling for Tuchel out, how many of those would have gone, well, do you know what? I'll take Graham Potter right now. I don't think too many, Johnny. And I think that's what it is. I don't think the name's sexy enough for a lot of people. And I, even on the last video I've done on CFC, I kind of made a point. I don't think people got it actually. I mean, I completely misunderstood what I was saying because I said I could understand if it was Jose Mourinho or Zinedine Zidane. The point I was trying to make is not that I want Jose Mourinho, just that a quality name, a high quality coach for a club that sees themselves as being elite, being a massive, iconic football club. Yeah, and if you want to be at that level, then that's what I was trying to say. And the point I made also was the fact that that was Potter's first game ever in the Champions League. And our next opponents is AC Milan. And I remember in 1999, that was my first trip to AC Milan. 8,500 of us going fucking crazy in San Siro. But that, Johnny, was fucking 23 years ago. It's a long time. Yeah. So that's our history. That's where we're at. That's where that's where we always have to be.
Do you know, before you say that, do you know what I don't like? I don't like the fact that he's come out and made this decision with the owners. He's gone and sat for a half an hour in front of with Salt as the platform with this American scripted fella presenter, adding his digs. All right, to the Chelsea fans. Let's have it right. If you've watched it, I don't know if you've watched it. I watched it today. Yeah, properly.
Who are we talking about, Johnny?
Bowley. Yeah.
Oh right, okay.
That whole speech, and it was scripted. Questions asked at him, and he answers right. I get he's a face of Chelsea and he's a part owner, but Roman said fuck all.
Nothing.
Right, and I think that speaks more. You set a tone like that, and Bowley's not doing that. Bowley's come out almost like a celebrity.
It's a complete opposite to Roman, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Yeah, and this is the thing that concerns me because I like the fact that Roman said nothing. It almost silences the brown envelopes. It's almost like they can't say nothing. No. So what does it tell me? It tells me Bowley's using the brown envelopes.
Yeah. Well,
and that's what I don't like.
Yeah.
Roman did as well. Don't get me wrong. Roman used brown envelopes, but they did it very minimalist, very subtly, You couldn't really gauge it. This is like full blown in your face. Go on,
Roman, it was almost mysterious, wasn't it?
Yeah. Big up Lewis in here as well. One up
that was the whole
people.
Thing. I mean, it's chalk and cheese, isn't it, in terms of ownership, But I mean, what the thing is, as some people have said in the chat, what can you do? What can you do? I mean, the decision's been made. But I didn't know it was fucking trending. Potter out already. That's fucking unbelievable, isn't it?
Big up to Gabriel in here for your donation. Yeah, big up to you, geezer. Basic Derek Trotter, Derek Trotter economics. Speculate to accumulate rodders. It's all about the pound, but glad we have Todd to make a model to recycle the pound to succeed. What a joke.
Yeah, Bowley said KDB and Salah from our academy.
Yeah.
Which they were, funny enough, they were Jose Mourinho's players, weren't they? Well, he wasn't let go, wasn't it?
Well, they used Jose the blame, but was it Jose that got rid of him? I mean, I
Well,
think with De Bruyne, he did. I think De Bruyne, he said to him, "Look, I can't guarantee you minutes."
Respects dummy out, didn't he, De Bruyne? Wasn't he?
Yeah, he did. Which was like, all right, you want to go back to Wolfsburg? Go Wolfsburg, fella.
And Salah was never going to get in that side with the strikers that we had at the time.
No,
we had
no.
Anelka as well, didn't we? And
didn't we have Matter? We had Matter. I swear we had Matter with Salah.
Well, we obviously had Didier, didn't we?
Yeah, we had Didier,
yeah.
Anelka, Malouda.
There was Anelka, wasn't it? And Kalou. It's way down the old.
Was it after? Was it before Ancelotti?
Well, I remember his 6th goal against Arsenal and Wenger's 1,000th goal. What a day that was.
What do you guys think about emulating the Red Bull system at Chelsea or model?
I don't know the model, Julius. Do you know it?
Red Bull Arsenal. Red Bull Arsenal. No, they are after an English club, aren't they? They were interested in Southampton at one point, weren't they?
So basically, they own a chain of clubs.
Yeah.
And
8, isn't it?
It's like harvesting talent, and developing them. And then it looks like Red Bull Leipzig is the main thing that they're trying to win big things with. And then Salzburg is just the feeder. And they can just interchange youngsters and stuff. I don't mind that model. However, I don't want to be always a team full of young talent and known to be just developing kids and selling them to make profit. Like, this is what I mean with what Boli was saying. I'm worried about his views. If he can basically take what Liverpool does in recruitment and what City does into one world, take the two good things about both worlds,
love it, won't he?
You'll be unstoppable. If that's what he's trying to achieve, fair play. We have to wait and see. But if he's trying to put a club into a business and just make money, that's where I'm worried.
But I think the thing with Red Bull is it's Red Bull, isn't it? It's not actually a club as such. What I'm trying to say is it's the product, isn't it? It's a global product that just so happens to associate itself with a lot of football clubs. It's quite incredible the way they get away with it, really, isn't it? When you think about it. And I don't think they'll stop. I think they will eventually get an English club at some point. There will be an English club that will be a Red Bull, whatever's.
No, their model is not bad. City does it. They have as City, like they have a multiple. They have in the US.
But that's Man City, isn't it? What I'm saying is the owners of Manchester City.
Yeah.
They own the club in America, the club in Australia. But what I'm saying is, Red Bull isn't a football club, is it? It's a brand.
It's a brand.
That bought a football club and bought another football club.
Yeah. So this is the thing. I see them like this. I see them going way too fucking ahead off the actual focal point, which is the team and winning titles, to let's build a fucking empire, global empire, which is already a global empire, but let's really milk it and expand our marketing power. This is what I don't like. The fact that he went on there, but he dismissed the Super League. But let's have it right. You're buying into the Super League, fella. Let's not.
He said, "I never say."
Of course.
Yeah. So he just doesn't want to entertain it now. But he's bringing up the All-Star stuff. He's trying to implement models to make more money and this shit and that shit.
Meeting all the chairmen of all the clubs.
Let's be a feeder club. Let's buy other clubs. Fuck's sake! You've just bought our club. You just bought our club.
Did you notice, Johnny? He hasn't mentioned winning trophies in that whole interview. It's all he was talking about is pure business, and that's what
capitalism, pure capitalism.
Like,
look who was backing him though, Goldman Sachs, and that whole venture.
No,
wasn't it?
I think it's Saudi media. I don't think it's Goldman Sachs. I think it's Saudi media.
Well, PIF are Clearlake Capital's doing deals with PIF, aren't they? Newcastle, that's why I call it a special relationship, isn't it? So
Amanda Stately is married to Iqbali. It's all linked.
Yeah.
I wish we were bought by the Saudis. I wish.
Well, indirectly, we have been.
Well, if that's the case, well,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
We have been, mate, indirectly. Trust me.
Yeah.
We were always their first choice, you know.
They're going to turn into one big Pulisic FC. You know that. It's going to be
Pulisic FC.
Fuck that guy, man.
Did you see how he walked away without
Fuck.
saying anything? Any respect to the fan? He just walked away. He doesn't care.
Yeah. He doesn't give a shit.
That's the attitude, and this is where Bowley needs to understand. In Europe, football and sports is passion. It's history. In North America, it's entertainment. It's pure entertainment.
Do you know what he said? He said, "Oh, it's border religion. It's border religion."
It is.
Well, it fucking well is.
Good thing
It
he
is.
knows that.
And you're disrespecting it, geezer. You're taking the piss out of it. Look at these decisions.
Pulisic is just such a shirt seller, isn't it? I mean, it's such a, that's the United States of America. That's the focal point in it. Do you know what I mean? He's the golden child, isn't he?
I believe, I believe that Bowley's taking a gamble on the recommendation by the people in the game on Potter. I think Potter will succeed. I think he's good enough. I think he's got the minerals to do it. And I think it's going to surprise a lot of people. And I'm all for it, yeah? And the most important thing to me, like I said to you, I couldn't give a fuck about buying shirts and feeding money like that. I want to go and watch my team play. And I want to see good football and win titles. Yeah, that's what I want to see. Everything else, I don't care about. I'm not interested in it. It's not coming out. It's not going in my bank account. So what do I give a shit? I want to enjoy my football. I want to be proud of my football club like I am now and continue that legacy and become more and more elite and bigger and bigger and bigger. This is what I want to hear. I don't want to hear about other competitions. I don't want to hear about we can venture out to this. We can send our young superstars and let the other clubs develop. Well, Roman Abramovich has been doing that for fucking how long? It's just that he hasn't bought the clubs that he's doing it with. You know, this guy's talking about buying clubs to be a feeder. That's
around the world. It wouldn't surprise me if there will be an American club, wouldn't there? That'd be called. I don't know.
I think we will know
Delaware, Chelsea FC.
Next transfer window. We will see how he backs Potter. Let's see. If he doesn't back Potter, that's a huge worry for me.
He's got to, isn't he? I mean, there's a lot of talk today, wasn't there, about strikers, wasn't there?
Yeah, but back him with what, geezer? What players you talking about? You're going to go and buy McAllister from fucking Brighton? What players you talking about that he's going to back him with?
Look, whatever.
Name me the names. What names are fucking who? What great players?
Maybe Potter likes Rice. We should get him.
Yeah, everyone likes Rice. Everyone likes Rice. That's a given.
Love Rice.
But I'm talking about in the front line. Ziyech and Pulisic are shocking. Get him out. So who's going to replace him? Aubameyang's a 1-year stopgap. Who's replacing him?
Look, I have two names in midfield other than Declan Rice. I like Milinkovic-Savic a lot.
Yeah,
it's a no-brainer. I would even play them both together. Front, to be honest with you, there is either Leao from Milan and
100 million.
100 million.
That's
maybe
ridiculous.
not. Maybe not. We'll see. If he doesn't sign a contract, maybe not. We'll see. Or Nkunku. I don't know.
Nkunku was a Tuchel player.
Yeah.
Nkunku was who Tuchel wanted, but they didn't want to pay the 100 million.
I actually don't know the player. I don't watch Red Bull enough. Is he actually good?
No, he's good. But at the same time, he's good in a shit league.
Just pick up on, Blue Line Orbital. They're saying that Red Bull is hated by Bundesliga fan base. That is so fucking true.
Yeah.
It is. They're hated. They're
honestly hated. But the opposition supporters, They used to have to run the gauntlet, didn't they? The supporters of Leipzig, wasn't it? When they used to cut away games, because they were a club that were nowhere, and it was Red Bull that basically got them rose to fame, like got them right into the top league and that. But absolutely hated, aren't they?
Yeah,
the passion in Germany.
Chiesa from Juve is a wicked player, to be honest. One of my favorite players. I love this guy. Just his injury, we'll see how he comes when he's back, but he is a wicked player, Chiesa.
You know what's sickening is if we actually went in for Frankie de Jong, we would have got him. If we actually went in for him and they were back in Tuchel because he wanted him and he was one of the players he wanted, we would have got him. That guy was sitting on the bench against Bayern Munich in the Champions League.
Yeah.
A player like that you should go for. It's just Bowley. What the fuck, bruv? Pay the 90 million and get him. What's wrong with you? Fuck your data. This kid's got minerals.
I think it was literally that black and white, Johnny. Sorry. Just looking at
no,
that.
I think, yeah, I don't think we bid for him. I don't think we bid for him because they weren't intending to go in for him anyway.
I think you're right, but surely his data would have been pretty all right, wouldn't it? And I'm just
no, of course his data would be all right.
You know what I mean?
Like, yeah, but I'm just saying, fuck the data. You don't need to see data on this guy. yeah, this kid's got the minerals. Eye test tells you everything. He's got it, right? Yeah. You pay the money for him, and you got a great player there for the next 5-6 years, and this is your best opportunity to get him. It's just bad moves, bruv. Bad moves.
So, talking about Wednesday night, though, Johnny, I thought the supporters were really good. I mean, obviously the obvious, God Save the Queen, and all the bits and pieces before the game, and the way the shed was dressed up with all Union flags and that. Great, and lovely moment when the Chelsea pensioners came on the pitch as well. But I just thought, as a general rule, when everyone was kind of predicting toxicity, where it was going to be one of those situations where people were just really pissed off, upset, angry, and all that bollocks. I don't think it really came out that way. I thought Stamford Bridge was kind of backing the side. All right, they weren't going overboard for Graham Potter, but they were getting behind the team, which I thought I was quite surprised, really. I thought it might be slightly lackluster, you know what I mean?
There's a lot of divide, though. No, I thought the atmosphere was great. I thought it was great, and obviously
a couple of boos at the end, though, weren't there? A few boos.
And also Pulisic got booed with Ziyech. I think they got booed. Look, me, I've never booed a player. I don't boo a player in a Chelsea shirt. Even I didn't even boo Lukaku, and everyone knows my stance on Lukaku. That rat. All right, but apparently there was a lot of disrespect with and on social media about us chanting Tommy Tuchel on the 21st and clapping him, and I couldn't believe that people were fucking.
Right, where was you standing then, Johnny?
I was in the east. I was in the east.
I was going mad, right? I was going mental, right? But the to be fair to the shed, Johnny, because I was sitting right next to the shed, didn't I?
Yeah.
The shed was absolutely, all of them stood up, sort of giving it all out for TT.
Yeah.
And I stood up, and there was a couple of people around me, and people would look at me going, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I was going, come on, get up. They go, "What you mean? What you mean?" It's Thomas T. It's like, You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Very, very disappointing.
Yeah.
Whether people didn't know about it, I don't know.
Nah, people knew about it. It was all over social media about 21st.
There's loads of people sat down, Johnny, in the West. Loads. Shame, because why are they creating about that then, Johnny? Why are they creating?
They're like, oh, it's Potter's first game. It's disrespectful to Potter and all this shit. That's what their stance was.
Fuck, we're singing songs about Frank Lampard, mate, for the first 6 months of Thomas Tuchel's reign.
Yeah, super continuously. It was
Yeah.
continuous.
Continuous.
So I don't get it. I don't understand. Why can't we sing We've Got Super Tommy Tuchel? Why not? We won the Champions League with the geezer.
You've almost been hijacked with that song, haven't you know what I mean? I mean, fucking Arteta's like almost stolen it, isn't it? Out of nowhere, isn't it?
Oh, Arteta, he's a fucking bottle job.
I'm just saying. Do you know what I mean?
Bottle job manager. He ain't even a fucking manager. He's a B-Tech coach.
You standing up?
Big up team,
you were standing up, weren't you?
Yeah, of course.
Johnny?
Of course. Yeah.
Because I'm on row one. I'm row one, Johnny. And when you stand up in row one, you're blocking everyone. Yeah. And I was looking behind me and people sat down.
Yeah. Where I was, people sit down, but we got up, mate. A lot of us got up.
No, I was up. There were a few, but you know.
Yeah, of course I'm going to do that. I knew it was coming. Big up Indefinite.
Yeah.
Bowley said KDB and Seller are from our academy, for fuck's sake. Did he really? I didn't know he said that.
He
did.
Well, didn't De Bruyne play with our academy in the beginning? He play games with the under 20s?
We got him from Ghent, didn't we? We bought him from Ghent didn't we?
Or under?
Ghent, no, it was Ghent, wasn't it? Was it Ghent?
I thought under like.
You might be able to forget. I don't know.
Piff made more profit than Apple, Microsoft, Amazon last quarter, and they're Clearlake's biggest client.
It's crazy.
So our owners are
Biggest
loaded. They are loaded, but like, I mean, why couldn't you just give all the money to Tuchel? Why don't you go and buy him all the Neymars and the fuck? You wanted to buy Ronaldo, go and buy fucking Neymar.
It is gank.
You know, buy Frankie de Jong, buy Dilitz, buy the Marquinhos. Go big. You got the money. Go big. You want the big star players? They're the big star players, and they'll play for Tuchel. But you didn't go and do that.
Okay, so Johnny, knowing now what you know, or at least reading between the lines and thinking, and this for you too, Julius, right? Thinking you kind of got a picture of where it is all at, what happened, how it happened, why it happened, and the finished fucking situation. How many of those fucking players then were bought with Tuchel in mind then? What's your take on it? You think he wanted them all?
No. I don't think he wanted
Only
them.
Sterling, for me, would have been wanted by Tuchel. All the youngsters are not.
So who were they buying those players for then?
Potter.
You honestly think it's that blatant, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Koulibaly.
You might be right.
Tuchel signing. Koulibaly and Sterling, the rest are not Tuchel signing.
I don't even know about Koulibaly.
Cucurella, isn't he?
I think, well, Cucurella's a Potter. I think with Koulibaly, it's one of those opportunist ones. I don't think necessarily Tuchel.
We've been linked with him. Offered him. We were offered him months and months and months before that window. You know what I mean? Opened.
Oba actually. Oba is
no.
Huh?
No.
What, Aubameyang?
No.
So Bowley,
because they'd already before they bought Aubameyang, they'd already decided to let Tuchel go. They used Tuchel's name to get Aubameyang. I saw an article about whether you believe it or not, but it does make sense. There's a brown envelopes, aren't they? But apparently I read somewhere that Bowley was like, "We assure you, you're part of the club's plan."
Yeah, he had to speak to him, didn't he? Yeah,
the club's plans, not Tuchel's plans. So I think they used Tuchel to get him in.
I felt was kind of. He looked not himself.
Yeah, didn't look like he wanted to be there
for weeks. For weeks, honestly. Did you not notice? Me and you said this, Johnny, didn't we? His hand movement, and he was agitated, and his arms were folded. In other words, if you know anyone about body language, when you fold your arms, right, it's a defense mechanism. It's a negative stance, right? It's basically saying, you know what? I ain't telling you, fuck all, fuck off. Yeah,
but then Potter
that's
was
what
like
it is, right?
Potter was
And,
in the dugout like that. Potter was standing like that, just fucking watching
well,
the game.
yeah, who's standing there like that? Oh, fucking, getting nothing out of me. Do you know what I mean?
Poker Potter.
Do you know what?
He'll
I mean, it must have
loosen
been.
up. Potter is a little bit still, I think, intimidated. Maybe
He's a bit wooden, isn't he?
Yeah,
He is a bit. He's a bit chicken
what?
and beans, isn't he? You know, like the old Alan Shearer boy. What's your favourite dinner, Alan? And, you know, everyone's come up with steak Diane or like a bit of. He goes, you got chicken and beans, you know. So,
do you not think?
yeah,
he likes his lamb shanks and all that, or you think he's more of a bacon sarnie?
No, I think probably does like a fucking advocar and chickens and stuff and sandwich.
Caviar and fucking.
He looks the type to, you know, all those.
Does he like mustard
vegan
on his
type.
T-bone or what? Or does he just want a slim
he's
cut
a vegan,
sirloin?
He's been to college, mate. He's a vegan, mate.
He's a vegan.
You know what I mean? Yeah, he's one of them, isn't
He fucking looks thin, doesn't he?
he? Yeah. He's probably a Fabian, you know, or a Trotskyite or a Leninist.
Oh, mate, that's funny. He's proper slim, mate, but he walks on. Have you seen him? He walks on. Hello, yeah, hi, yeah, good morning. Yeah, thank you. And
Morning,
he's just crack on.
Thank you. This
Bosh,
is
let's go.
This looks nice. I could see the grass out here. It's a good thing. I'm quite happy with that. And you must be.
Yeah.
No, that's terrible. I don't mean to take the piss. Do you know what I mean? Listen, he will loosen up.
No, he's quality. I like him. I like
you
his
like
character.
Johnny. You've sold him already, ain't you?
No,
You'll be singing songs with him.
Listen, Potter for me.
I'm fucking starting Potter out now, mate. I've had enough already. Got it with you. Hashtag Potter out. Let's get it going, guys.
I'm fucking doing it. I'm going to mudge you, Tony. Then I'm going to fucking mudge you, mate.
No, I wouldn't do that, mate.
No. Listen.
Jennings, all right.
Listen, Potter. He's got minerals, guys. Let's just see how it pans out. I know he's not Thomas Tuchel. No one's Tommy T, but this guy's got to be given a chance. It's not his fault. He's been given the opportunity. Listen, let's have it right. Potter's thought about this for a couple months, I reckon. He's really calculated this.
That's fucking great, though, isn't it, eh?
Yeah.
That's fucking great, that is, isn't it?
That's the only...
about it. You know, well done. Fucking hell. Yeah,
but at least...
What a fucking fraud, eh? It's terrible, isn't it?
He could have turned. Listen, he could have gone. Do you know what? I don't want to go near Chelsea. It's too much fucking imbalance. There's too much going on. It
is a mad football club,
it could ruin his career, man.
Well, I doubt it.
No, it could. What if he gets sacked in 4 months?
Well, he'll enjoy £13 million, won't he?
Yeah, but
ain't too sad, is it? Life.
Where's he going to go?
Would you have a go at it? I think I'd just have a blast for 13 mil.
Well, Lampard did with no experience, and he got us top.
Lampard loves the club, mate. Lampard. There's a genuine link.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is he hasn't got the experience Potter has, and he got top 4. So Potter's got to get top 4, geez.
Well, listen, we're not that far off the beaten track, even though the league's only just started, isn't it? We're in a terrible position in Europe, mate.
What's all this about confidence? Why is everyone going on about, our confidence is shot to pieces? Fuck off. What's the score? Why are they suffering with confidence? Is this a joke?
Well, we could be playing Europa League, Johnny. I mean, we've got to beat Milan once, if not twice now. We have. You know, can't lose in the San Siro. Maybe take a draw and then fucking smash them on the bridge, but we've got to get some points, you know, and quick. It's true though, isn't it? We can't leave it to the last, you know, they could, the other two, they've got to play each other back to back now, isn't it? I mean, imagine if one of them got 1-1 and the other one 1-1. You know, we probably need a minimum 4 points out of the 2 Milan games.
I've got something to say here, but before I do that, John Harrison, big up to you, geezer. I was in the Matthew Harding lower, and it was brilliant. Yeah, Matthew Harding was rocking, mate. It was rocking. Big up to you.
It was good, wasn't it? It was good, wasn't it? Stamford Bridge, Wednesday.
100%. But this is a great point here. Fucking hell. George Jackson.
Oh, is it Stamford Bridge first? Or is it?
Yeah.
Well, we need to win that.
Johnny says, yeah, Johnny's right. Top 4 is a must. He's got 32 games.
32 games. Hashtag Potter out. Fucking hell.
32 games, geezer. 32 games because you had 2 games postponed already.
Oh, yeah.
We've got a whole fucking season and people are writing us off already, top 4. We've changed manager.
Wow.
These guys are taking the piss, man. The campaign against Chelsea is fucking live and kicking, guys. He's live and kicking. Big up to George Jackson, Larry Middles. Top 4 is a must. He's got 32 games. He's
What
got
do
a
you
bed
think
in
of
his
Todd Bowley wanting to buy
man.
another club in Portugal? Yeah, as long as it's not FC fucking Porto.
Listen, why is he going
You know.
buy an island? Fuck off and buy an island, geezer. You know,
Bowley Island.
Bowley Island.
Bowley's boat. What he needs a boat, doesn't he? Bowley's boat. What do you mean?
Oh man, you guys in the comments. Oh fucking hell! Fuck me, Potter out. 1 UCL tie, and we could have won 4-1 if we finished. Lol.
That's true, though, wasn't it? We did miss some
How
chances.
can people
We were
put
lucky.
Potter out straight away? Potter out. Trending. He was #1 trending on Twitter.
Johnny, you need to start getting it going, mate. We should do a bit of reverse psychology, right? We'll put
Potter
Jennings
in.
out or something.
Potter in.
Jennings in, Potter out.
Potter in.
Potter in, Jennings out.
Oh mate, I'm dying, man. I'm dying. It's too much. It's too
Epstein
much, mate.
Island with TT. It's on there with his Brazilian babe, isn't it? Don't worry about it. I've got 17 mil, boys.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, mate. It's good to have a laugh, though, isn't it? Eh? Because it's been fucking horrible, isn't it? Really? Let's have it right. It's been an horrible 18 months, isn't
It's
it?
been shit.
Everyone fucking hates us. At least we can take the
Fucking
piss.
hell. Even our own.
If anybody else
fucking
takes
hate
the
us.
piss out of us, Johnny, we fucking slap them down, don't we? But other people can't take the piss, other supporters.
No,
we can take the piss.
No, we'll take the piss, but listen, you get out of line, people get out of line, they get fucking mudded and they get put in their place. Apparently I'm toxic, apparently. So they say, but
Toxic.
yeah. Maybe they like that.
In, Rory Muggins out.
Yeah, Rory's got to go, mate. He's a fucking fraud. He's a toxic fraud. I would actually say he's a full-on traitor, a rat.
Julius, are you Potter out? I want to know.
No.
Are you Potter out, Julius?
Absolutely not. No, I usually back all the managers. The only
Do you reckon if we lost 4 games in a row, Jennings would get up and do a Potter out?
Well, I'll be against the owners. I won't be against Potter. For me, Potter's failure is on the
Bowley out.
On him.
Bowley out.
Bowley's just walked through the door. He's waiting for his 10 years to get his money cash out.
273 million. You got to go,
nowhere.
mate.
He ain't going
You
nowhere.
got to go, mate. I'm sorry.
But
should have rounded up to freeze. I don't know. Ron
I have
Weasley,
high expectation of Potter. I think he'll be. He has the elements to be a big success. I'm just afraid for his own sake. One thing, Tony and Johnny, I want to actually ask your opinion on what I don't want the Chelsea fans to be is I trust the process. I want to be patient.
Yeah.
I don't want that. That culture.
Lower expectations, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So on that matter, all these wankers, and I call them wankers, wrongins, yeah, that came out with their criticism on Tuchel going, if he doesn't get top 4, spending 300 million, he needs to be sacked. All of a sudden, I'm hearing the same people say, oh, even if Potter doesn't get top 4 and we spent 300 million. You know, you give him time. You fucking talking nonsense. Your standards are in the mud. Your expectations. You're just a pure agenda merchant against Chelsea Football Club and Thomas Tuchel. Fuck off. Yeah, that's the way I see it. We've like George said, we've got 32 games to play. Right? 32 games. And everyone's saying we're not going to get top 4 and get out of Champions League. And we're going to have Arsenal and Spurs above us. Yeah. Listen to the
96 points, isn't it? 96 points are up for grabs.
Yeah. I think Potter, do you know what? I'm going to land the minerals. I think Potter goes and wins the Premier League this year.
Fucking hell, Johnny. Oh, fucking hell.
I think he does. I think he's going to fucking shine everyone up. You know that? He's going to literally have them all on the floor. I think he'll
Is he going to do Pep in the League Cup game, do you think?
I think he'll do
We'll
Pep.
go there full strength.
Listen, I'm telling you now, this will be the most unbelievable clip that you'll ever witness on this platform. Potter winning the Premier League title. He's got 32 games to win it.
You've heard it here first, guys.
You've heard it here, bruv. He's got 32 games. He's going to implement his blueprint in a couple more games. We're going to be fucking balling, guys. Everyone's going to love Potter. It's going to be Potter rules all round. Everyone's going to be on the Potter rules, bruv. Yeah. I'm telling you. I don't know. There's something about him that just... I think once he gets some momentum and he gets us playing and we win a few games...
What is it? What is it about him, mate? I want to know. I need you to sell him to me. Please sell him to me, Johnny. Sell him to me.
Listen, you know when I say someone's got the minerals, they've got the minerals. I do think he's got minerals. I do think he's got minerals. I just want to see him delivered, signed, sealed, delivered, not in a brown envelope, in a white envelope at Chelsea Football Club. Yeah, with the stamp of the crest on it, because I think his style of football, if he gets it right and the players have it instilled in them, I think we could go on a massive run, and I think teams will be worried. A lot of rivals are worried about us. You should ask your geezer Lee Gunner. Ask Lee about
the ones with brain are
fucking Lee Gunner. Looks like him, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Lee Gunner is him, isn't it?
He is him. He's probably him in disguise. He's come here to fuck up Chelsea. Listen. He's popped him up so that we can sign him. No, if you, I've heard a few clips on him, yeah, and honestly, people don't realise this guy's a fucking genius. He's a genius. I've analysed. I'm only talking like this now because I've actually investigated him. I've dug into him. I've gone into.
Who are you talking about, Johnny? You've got me on edge. Who?
I'm talking about Potter, bruv.
Potter, Graham Potter.
Yeah, Graham.
Okay,
Potter, mate.
Not Lee Gunner then.
No.
Graham Potter.
Yeah.
Well, Gunner has a football brain, though. Like, he is one of the best.
Fucking should do. Spent 20 years in my car. Like to educate him somehow. You know what I mean?
No disrespect, but if Potter,
he did.
If
Not
Potter,
20 years, but
if Potter got us on a winning run, right? Let's say we win, we beat a Liverpool. You know, we go and beat some big teams and we smash some small teams, yeah. All right. And we just get about 4 or 5 wins under our belt. I honestly think he'd be that type. He'd just keep going like a machine. I just think he's got that in him. He's gonna see at Brighton, they could do the big teams and they buckle against some of the smaller teams because I think their players, they're not that good. He got the best out of them. He built a really good team, and against us, he battered us. They battered Man City. You know,
they're always good against us. I will say that.
Yeah, and against City as well, Tone. Against City, they're good, mate. They're fucking good, and City are the benchmark. So if his blue, and I'm saying they pegged back City. If you watch their games, they pegged them back. Brighton. So if you give him the chance, he could do that with Chelsea. And I think the rest of the Premier League will be wetting their pants. And I think if he gets a few runs, the league is there for the taking. I think this year, the league is there for the taking for someone. I just think that the World Cup bang in the middle is left it all open. It's there for City, like in the sense of
I think
I
Man
think
City are going to win the league, mate.
yeah, well, everyone
Just
thinks that,
out of canter.
but you know,
Well, it
all
just
it
will,
takes
though,
is
Johnny. Look at that Haaland, man. He's just fucking hell.
Listen, Haaland, he'll get injured.
Well,
What
okay.
happens then?
Well, they've got fucking loads of players, haven't they, Johnny? You know,
What,
weren't too
Grealish,
sad
who hasn't
without
got a
him.
goal and assist for fucking since last season.
No, but I think you'd have to, if you were going to put any money on anyone, it'd be them, wouldn't it? Let's be honest. But listen, I don't think we're going to win the league. I mean, I love your optimism, though, Johnny. I love it. I love the fact that you believe it. I really, really do. I don't know. That's the thing, isn't it? For me, it's an unknown.
I'm just
Isn't it
putting
you?
it out there.
Julius, do you think we're going to get top 4? You do, don't you, Johnny?
Yeah,
we're going
of
to
course.
get top 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think we'll qualify for Champions League knockout as well.
I'm not sure about Champions League, but
why not? What, you think AC Milan are that fucking great? I don't think they are.
I don't trust our players anymore. I don't know. We'll see. But definitely top 4. Champions League, even if we make it from the group, do you see us going far? I don't know, man. If we go far with these guys,
I think it's all dependent. Like I said to you, if Potter can get some wins under his belt, I think momentum will snowball from now, and I think anything's possible with this manager. I believe in this manager. I do.
I hope so, mate. I genuinely think because he's the Chelsea manager, and that's all that matters, isn't it?
I'm a good judge, geezer. I know what I'm talking about when Minerals Mount. I was right with Lukaku. So just a few examples. I'm right with the whole transfer shit. I'm telling you now, my gut feeling. I told you weren't signing Ronaldo. I told you weren't going to sign Frankie de Jong. I told you all these things, and I was right. My thing is, when I watched Potter in the dugout because I was above him. I watched him quite a lot in moments. Just he's so assured of himself, guys. For such a big high pressure job, he just looked in control. He knows what he's doing. It doesn't matter whether they're fucking better players and it's a bigger club. His ideology, his way of playing, his tactics don't change. That's what you got to understand.
Know, by the way, I've never ever found out. Right, there was a moment. Was it in the second half? Right, where the game just got held up for about it felt like 10 minutes, but of course it weren't. But the referee went off the field a few times. I mean, what the fuck was that all about? Do you know? Does anyone know out there?
Say that again, Tone.
Right, you know the game on Wednesday, yeah?
Yeah.
There was a part of the game where the game got stopped. You had a lot of their players going off the field, go and get some water. The coach was chucking water on. The referee went into the centre circle. Then he went back to the fucking dugouts, back again, then back again. What happened there? And then the game kind of...
I thought it was to do with his equipment. Was
that what it was?
I don't know. That's what I thought it was because they kept playing with the ref.
The ref's watch died. Is that right? Is that true, Johnny Harrison?
Yeah, I think so. It was something to do with his gear.
Is that what it was? Okay, cool. Honestly, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, guys. That's massive.
Yeah, because we were watching it at the bridge. So
it was live, and I haven't watched it the highlights, and nothing. You know what I mean? So, just wonder what that was.
Big up to him, definite, for the Super Minerals donation. Big up to all you guys. I've got new members today as well. Big up to all you guys. If Bodie buys an island, that is where we'll play our all-star game. Do not give him any more ideas. For the love of God, let this man get a director of football. He needs Johnny Minerals in there. That's what he needs, Bodie.
Another thing I found odd Wednesday night, Johnny. Did you notice this, right? Okay. That although by the way, big up to the opposition, like, do you know what I mean? They were
Salzburg, they put up their banner, didn't they?
the banner was impressive, yeah, and you have to
Yeah.
say massive respect to them. What I found funny, right, is they all the bottom section, didn't they? But they had a great big gap, the top left, didn't they, of the corner bit of the shed, yeah. But then they had a big pocket of them in the west stand middle. Did you see it?
Yeah.
Did you see it,
Yeah,
John?
I did.
Load of
Yeah.
them, weren't there? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, why are they fucking
That was
over there?
opposite. Yeah.
You know, it's weird, isn't it? Because after the game, I think a lot of the youth players were also in the West Stand. You know that? It's about 20 or 30 young lads, all in full tracksuits. You know, Salzburg tracksuits. It was really, really weird. You know what I mean? But I just thought,
I wanna get an idea from
yeah, that's what
you
I mean. Living
guys.
easy, please.
You guys at Minerals FC. I want to know: do you guys believe in Graham Potter that he's going to succeed? I wanna see what my viewers think.
Yeah.
Do they?
Are we Potter in?
Well, it shouldn't be any Potters out here. Fucking hell.
Just saying, is there any Potters out? Calling any Potters out?
32 games. We're gonna Potter out. Come on, man. Let's do a poll. I don't even know how to do a poll. How do you do a poll?
Do a Graham. We need a Graham.
How do I do a poll?
You slide down it. Smack it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a tough job for Potter. Potter in. Yeah, Potter's going to win the league in the next 2 seasons, including this one. That's from Woken. Given time, I believe so. Seppers, it's difficult to tell because he's been in a job this big before. British Patriot. Potter will do well with time. Rico, Potter going to surprise this league.
Yeah, I think he wins the league.
Everyone's Potter in, and everyone's very, loving a bit of Potter, aren't they? Jonathan Minerals, do you smoke pot?
I don't, geezer. But Potteralls.
Tony's asking for a friend, yeah. Is there anybody out there? Come on. He's no good. I'm backing him. I'm happy with him.
Asking for a friend, yeah. Big up Potter.
Yeah,
come on, he's a new gaffer in town. He's a new gaffer now.
Our blue line orbital, but Potter under pressure. Come on, the fucking boys. Coming in.
Well, after one game.
Like he's got to go, Johnny. He has got to go. He's got to go.
He's got to go.
Oh, he's got to go.
Listen.
Potter plays like Pep.
Did we not play better? Did we not play quicker? Did we not?
Yeah, we were quicker, and we were using the width of the pitch a lot more, weren't we? Yeah. I think that was a definite tactic, though, because they tend to put everything down the centre. Their goal, though, was a massive disappointment. Though. Did anyone out there, by the way, share? I thought Kepa, he's fucking got short arms, hasn't he? Right? I just think he could have done better. Julius, do you think he could have got to that? Kepa?
I think if you're sorry, I was distracted. Were you talking about the goal?
Yeah, I just think Kepa. Am I being too harsh on him?
No. I actually thought right away he should have done better, in my opinion. If that was Mendy in the goal, that's not a goal.
That's not a goal, is it? Yeah.
No way.
Sort of drifted away, innit? Always drifts away from him.
Are you trying to insinuate that he's got Tyrannosaurus Rex arms?
Yeah, he's a definite T-Rex, isn't he?
Just like...
still travelling, the ball's still travelling. Wow.
I like Kepa, man, but fuck me, he wanted to leave, didn't he? He was another one that wanted to leave. And
but you know what's scary? What's scary about this game? We were fluid. I think we were more fluid than the previous games. The transition was better, but we were toothless. But you know what was the biggest problem, which we've had even with under Tuchel recently? When they scored, the game is finished for me. I knew we were not going to score the second goal. And this is what scares me.
So you're talking about mentality?
Yes. That's why I don't trust the player. Anything bad that happens, it's not on Potter.
But Julius, how do you expect us How do you expect? No disrespect. I mean, it's not to you, to everyone. How does anyone expect us to come in the back in the game when you're bringing on fucking Ziyech and Pulisic, and you want to try and win the game? I mean,
he doesn't know. That's like short notice. You know, I know he will. You won't see these guys much. I think he will figure it out. That who's worth playing, who's not. I think he's still trying to figure out his team, his starting 11. I didn't want to judge him on the substitution at all. I think it's very early for us. Potter, I think, still trying to figure out the team. But I do think Gallagher has a big chance now to step up and prove himself, because wasn't Potter interested in him at Brighton at some point this summer? And we didn't sell him. So I have high hopes for Gallagher. Mount was unbelievable. Did you guys see his tackles in defense?
Minno's man. Yeah.
Yeah,
man of the match.
two goals, basically. If you see the passes that Mount intercepted in the box, potential goals. And he came out of nowhere with his tackles, intercepted the ball inside the box, which was going directly to the middle. So,
listen, mate, Minno's man, right? He set up the chance for Ziyech, he set up a chance for Aubameyang, he set up the goal for Sterling. He set up a wonderful ball over the top. No one fucking dealt with it. The spread of play, his recovery, his pressing, his tackling, it was just fucking relentless. It was all over the pitch. He's a Minerals general. That's where he needs to play. All right. Potter's gonna, whether anyone likes it or not, all the wrong uns. Potter, because he's got the Minerals, he's gonna play Minerals man. He's gonna build his team around Minerals man. I'm telling you that now. 100%. He knows he's generational. He knows he's a baller. He's going to build around him. And he did in that game. And look at the difference in the way we were. The transitions were quicker. Did you not notice the transitions were quicker from like Jorginho position to attack? And the way we spread the ball quicker. It was just all quicker. What about that ball he made to Reece James? And Reece ready to go down. He was basically done him. On the right, it was on your side, Tone. That one in the second half. Was it second half? Yeah, I think it's second half. Yeah, I mean that was a wonderful pass. You know, split the line quick. So he was like Lionel. He was like Lionel Messi, bruv, on your side, Tony. The amount of dribbles he done, he got fouled, took on 3-4 players.
Well, you love him, don't you, mate? You love him.
He's a baller.
I know, mate. You love him.
He's my baller, yeah.
He's a great player, you know, and he
fucking world class. He's world class.
And I think put him on a Chelsea All-Star 11, didn't you, Johnny? Was I right?
Yeah, I did.
Did I read that?
Yeah,
right?
I did. Yeah. So my all-time 11 was
Hazard,
Drogba, Zola, which could have been Robin as well. I don't know. Then I put Lampard, Minerals Mount together, Makelele. John Terry, Thiago Silva, could have been Carvalho, Azpilicueta, and then Ashley Cole and Czech. That was my team. That's a great team.
No Michael
for me, Fabregas and Ballack didn't have the longevity.
But Fabregas is magic, though, mate.
Yeah, he's magic. But I think I need Makelele in there.
No, can't.
I put Macca's over him.
Yeah,
because Makelele, the position was named after him. He's the fucking. I mean, he was just.
Kante won Premier League's chance.
Yeah, I know. I mean, what you want to play Makelele and Kante?
I would.
Don't start, Quinton.
And then what? All right, so then I'm playing Lampard in the front line and putting Mount in front of them.
Oh, because don't get me involved, Quinton.
Mace has got to get in there. Or you put Mace in the front line. And then you put
I'm not having him in the team, John. I can't do it, mate. I think he's great. I'll have him on my bench.
Listen to Potter and Tuchel. Every manager's played him. He's number one. Yeah, his first name on the team sheet's been captain. Yeah, you got George Jackson's told us Johnny's right. Top four is a must. He's got 32 games. Potter's got 32 games. He can play Minerals, man. 32 games. Yeah, and we can go and win the league. What if Mason Mount goes and wins the Premier League?
Look, Johnny, I don't want to.
He's in there. He's in there. Listen. He's
Mark
23
Ballack.
years old. Yeah, Ballack. How long has he played for us, though, Tone?
But does
He
it
never won a
matter?
Champions. Well, yeah, it does. He never won a Champions League. Mason Mount has. Mason Mount's going to be at our club for the rest of his career. All-time legend. He's got to go in there. I'm just foreseeing it. You just put him in there. You could have Ballack and Essien on the bench. You could have, Fabregas on the bench. But
You've
Mount's
gone with
not.
Didier up top, yeah?
Yeah, Didier. Yeah. I mean, you could have Osgood.
Costa. You could have Ozzy.
Yeah, Ozzy. But the thing is, I'm going by who I've actually seen play. I've
Dixon.
watched. Yeah, Kerry Dixon, Osgood. I've not been in the ground to watch him like week in, week out, or watch him in that time because it's before my time. But they could easily go in there.
Bialy's a great one.
Dennis Wise, Hullet. Guys, if you want, I should.
It's hard, then it, guys. Yeah.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll do a stream of the all-time 11. And we can do like
you could have the candidates, couldn't you? Like your goalkeepers could be Benetti, Cech,
Mendy,
Courtois. You'd have to put in there, wouldn't you? Where'd you go? Ed De Hoy, Dave Besson.
Is it Kadreen?
No, Cudicini.
No, Kadreen, bruv. Is it Kadreen? Kadreen. He's Kadreen.
Fatty Folks. He's fucking
Cudicini was unbelievable, mate.
Yeah. The 4-4 game at Spurs, where fucking Spurs nearly nicked it 5-4.
I mean, even Gallas was a great player. Desiree Gallas.
William Gallas, yeah. No, I've got rid of some good players, haven't we? You think about it, Boss,
Robin,
Mata, great players, isn't it? If you think of the players that we've let go, what about that team? Incredible. You know what I mean?
Mount goes in the all-time 11. Listen.
Yeah, Francis.
Yeah, if you want a super chat and have a dig at Minerals Mount, forget it. Yeah, you can super chat any other player, but when it comes to Minerals Mount, it's unsuper chatted, bruv. You cannot land super Minerals on Mount. You're gonna have to pay like $1,000. Yeah, no one's gonna pay $1,000 to get Mount out of the World 11. Yeah. So when we do it, I'll make that very clear.
There might be some millionaire out there, Johnny, just wants to hear you say shit. Like, I'm betting,
No, it doesn't mean it's shit.
$10, you've got to say shit.
They're super. They're landing the super minerals to take Mount out of the World 11, and I'm saying you got to pay over $1,000 or whatever. You ain't going to do that, right? So Minerals Mount stays in it. In other words, he's irreplaceable. You can't do that.
Maluda.
He goes in there. I'm foreseeing the future. I know he's a legend at our club for the next 10 years, 12 years. So he's going to win it all. He's going to win a Premier Leagues. He's going to win another Champions League. What happens when he wins 2 Champions Leagues and 2 Premier Leagues? He's a fucking goat. He goes in the all-time 11. I'm just foreseeing the future, and he goes in there. That's all it is. Big up Steve in here.
What's your opinion, guys? What's your opinion? I'd like to get your opinions, on Diego Costa returning to the Premier League. And do you think, it's a double-edged one, and do you think that he will find it a completely different league to what he left? Because remember now with VAR and all that, he won't be able to get away with all that stuff.
I think get red carded a lot.
Yeah, well, if he plays,
And
great sighting for Wolves.
What are you laughing at, Julius? Julius is laughing. I think he gets. I think Costa gets red carded, bruv.
Moments, he's funny, man. I love that. Absolute
great though, wasn't
He's a monster. Jason Mina said he's an animal.
He was.
He's an animal.
That's what you need.
Yeah.
Unlike Morata, man. You know that.
Morata was a fairy.
God, man.
I even said Lukaku was worse than Morata, and that says everything you need to know, bruv.
Lukaku is so weak mentally, by the way. He acts as I'm tough. He is so weak mentally, and he's and he relies so much on attention. He's a narcissist, Lukaku.
Lukaku.
Narcissist, you know. Fucking hell. Oh, Julian's landing it, bruv. Landed. Keep it coming. I love it. I love it. Any Lukaku slander, I'm all for it. He's a rat. So,
Johnny, are you related to Mount? Chelsea 2012 says.
What's that?
Are you related to Mount? Is he a distant cousin or something? We want to know. We want to know, mate.
I'm not related to Minerals, man. I'm not related to him.
There you go.
No, I'm not related.
No.
I want to bring up Steve here. Big up, Steve. Was in the shed, guys, as per usual. Proper fans, mostly old school geezers. Gave respect to TT, and why not? Guy came up big time for CFC. So fuck the plastic fans. Sorry, could not make it tonight. Big up, geezers. Big up. I hope you're good, geezer. Appreciate your donation, mate. And proper fans, applaud TT and don't fucking moan about it. Don't moan about it.
Nice one, Steve. I hope you're feeling better, mate.
Is he not well?
No.
Oh.
No, Steve, yeah? That's Steve, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, yeah.
He's not well. No, he's not well. He wasn't well. At the game on the weekend, I'm surprised he drove and all that, but the man's made out of, it's like fucking Iron Man. Seriously, mate, I don't know how he done it, but he did it.
Well, get better, mate. Fucking hell.
man. Get better, Steve. Tony.
Jimmy Greaves. That's a good
Danny. Jimmy Greaves. That's a great call. Danny Dyer. Tony, ask him what he thinks of Zachariah not getting playtime. Right. I'm in the Chelsea end and I'm shitting myself. I'm Danny Dyer, and this is the real Johnny Minerals. Ask him what he thinks of Zachariah. What do you think of Zachariah?
Ask me. Tony, ask me.
He was crap at Juve. Just for you to know, he was crap. Absolute garbage.
Danny Dye's a West Ham fan, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Being a football factory, he was Chelsea, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was Chelsea in the football factory, yeah. But he's actually a West Ham fan. But listen, Zachariah, I don't know much about him. He's not the number one target. I think he's a panic buy. Aubameyang a panic buy. Last minute buy. Tuchel was like, we don't need a midfielder. I think he was taking the piss out of Bowley, to be honest. When I look at it now, I think he's just taking the piss. Because he knew he wasn't going to last long. And he just thought, no, we don't need a midfielder. Fuck you over. I
think so?
Yeah, I do. I think he just said, you know what?
Buy him.
Yeah.
Just buy him because you can.
Yeah.
Don't want him. Yeah,
no, don't get Frankie. I want Frankie de Jong, but don't get him. We don't need a midfielder.
Mad, isn't it? Right, just a quick one, Johnny, because it must be getting near the end or whatever. Did we make a mistake with Tammy?
I told everyone about Tammy, bruv. I never wanted to sell Tammy. Never wanted to sell him.
Just for
Lukaku, don't know. To sell Tammy and get Lukaku is an absolute disgrace.
Yes.
Where is it? Jonas, you're back.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Just turned off.
Can't see your beautiful face, Julius.
Oh yeah. I'll open it.
Big up British Patriot in here. My geezer.
Yeah,
Tammy and Tamori. Yeah, Tamori as well.
You see him now, he's fluent fucking Italian now, isn't he, old Tammy?
Yeah, and
See,
Tammy and
see.
Tomori.
Hey,
Tammy and Tomori.
yeah,
Both
yeah.
fluent. They love it in Italy. They're getting the minerals there. They love it. They're winning titles.
Beautiful city, though.
Jose
glorious
Mourinho
city.
loves Tammy. Loves him. And we know
Marvelous.
Jose knows
I mean,
him,
can you imagine it? I mean, it's such a beautiful city, you know. So chilled and just love it. That historical stuff all around you. It's just like going back in time, isn't it? It's
Tomori
beautiful,
is
man.
one of the players that one of the most annoying things that we've lost. Tomori. He's
Yeah, it's stupid, isn't it? I mean, all that money we spent on a centre back, you know.
with no buyback either, I don't think. We've got a buyback on Tammy.
Well, yeah, but isn't it 80 million? Is it 80 million?
That's all right. Euros.
Yeah.
Tomori is he benched
70 million, is it? Okay.
You know.
Listen, and let's have it right. You know, Tammy's been bought by Jose Mourinho, who knows about a striker, mate. He knows about Diego Costa. He knew about Drogba. You know, he didn't want Ronaldinho. He wanted Drogba, he said. You know, he knows what he wants, and he wanted Tammy. So Tammy's got... I never wanted to sell Tammy. I was backing Tammy. People were slandering Tammy. But Tammy needed development. And Chelsea weren't giving him that development. And now he's having that development in Serie A, which is... listen, let's have it right. Serie A is a very... how can I say... What's the word?
Koulibaly said it the best way. Koulibaly said...
That's a great question.
In Premier League, you... in Serie A, you make a decision and then you run. In the Premier League, you're running while making the decision. That's the difference.
Yeah. So, but it's obviously you got more time on the ball. You got more time to think, and in the Premier League, you don't. That's why I said Koulibaly, even though he's a world-class player, he'll need time to adapt because of Serie A tax. Tammy, though, he scored 30 non-penalty goals for Chelsea Football Club in 1.5 seasons. He didn't play the whole second half of the season with Tuchel because he was getting sold. So in 1.5 seasons, he's outscored Lukaku, cost us over 100 million and wages of 400 grand. He's outscored our latest strikers that we've had, Moratas and all these guys. Yeah. And this kid is just been sold. What did we sell him for? 50 odd million?
No, less than that.
47 million, 45 million we sold him. Yeah.
Oh,
if he was a West Ham player, they would have asked 80.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
The thing is, Lukaku, to go back to one of your points, Johnny, Lukaku is the perfect example why data is not good alone. Because if you watch Inter Milan last year or the year before when they won the league, you would know that he's not a great player. You would know. Just watch the game, watch his movement, watch how many chances he missed, watch his build-up play, and you'll understand why he's not great. He wouldn't succeed in the Premier League.
Well, that's why Haaland's elite. Look at his movement compared to that cement-booted lamppost.
Haaland, he walked through defender. When have we seen Lukaku do that? Never. You can't even jump. How can you be? How tall is he? 6'3" or something? How tall is Lukaku? You can't even jump.
34 million.
We sold him for 34 million.
Yeah, and he's valued at 100 million by Roma right now.
Wow.
Tammy Abraham is the star at Roma this season, 34 million, and the Italian club have now put 100 million price tag on his head. Abraham, 24, joined Serie A Giants from Chelsea, with 34 million pound deal. Didn't come up with Jose Mourinho. So yeah, 34 million. 34 million.
All right, let's go for the last question, guys. One question to all of you guys. If Potter don't get top four with 32 games, he's got 32 games to go. Let's remind everyone. If he doesn't get top four,
yes or no, will we mud him?
Will you? Yeah, will you mud him? Go on, you go.
No, you go first.
Me, I ain't mudding him. No, I'm backing him, even if he doesn't get top 4.
Julius?
It's on Bailey's head, not Potter.
Julius,
Yeah,
what are you doing?
I'm just messaging. Yeah, sorry. Okay, is there a lot of noise?
No.
Are
If
you
Potter
going to mud him if he don't get top 4, Julius?
No, it's on the owner. No blame on Potter, honestly. It's on the owners.
I think he gets top 4. By the way, I
He will.
think he gets.
He
it.
will.
Yeah,
I'm
I
never
think he will.
giving respect for Arsenal and
I
Spurs.
think he wins the league. I think
Well-
he can win the league. I think
well,
he could win the league.
Yes. Do you know what? I don't know what you guys think. Because he's English, for some reason, I
He'll
have
get time.
about him.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the big leagues in Europe, what the one thing in common with all the teams that have built huge legacies, they've had in Italy, they've had Italian managers and a huge or a good Italian core in the team. Spain, same thing. If you look at England, Sir Alex Ferguson, yeah, he's not English, but he's British. So a good core of English players, Scottish players. I think Potter has that something about him that I feel if he is backed properly and he has the right conditions
Fergie.
around him,
He's going Fergie.
he can build that legacy.
Yeah.
Now the question is, are the owners as ambitious as they try to seem, or as we think should be? That's the question.
Walk the talk.
Let's see.
Walk the talk. Yeah.
And we shouldn't be easy on them. I've been seeing a lot of justification. It's like we're getting into this realm of wishful thinking, which is very dangerous. I'm gonna be on the owners, just like I was on Marina previously, because I've never been a fan of her and her decisions.
Yeah, I agree, G. So I just seen a comment.
What is it?
It's
I don't want to read it out. Yeah, Chelsea. Oh man, fuck no.
Oh dear.
Oh man, he's brutal.
We don't know because while everyone was paying attention to Ghislaine Maxwell's trial, everyone was fucking watching Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp, yeah, Johnny
That's
Depp.
the truth.
I trod on a bee.
Yeah.
My dog trod on a bee. Anyway, so
I'll just give my opinion on that quickly because I didn't say what I would do.
yeah, go on, Tane. Sorry, I didn't hear.
Yeah, I'd mud him. Yeah.
Would you?
No.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Would you make a
because I
Potter
don't
out
really know how I feel right now. I don't feel as optimistic as you lot, right? And I do believe in, you have to put it out there and you have to, sort of, in order, manifestation comes from putting it out. Yeah, I get it. So I get it, right? But the thing about it is I don't know. I just really don't know. I can't go predicting things are going to be fantastic because I'm not sure. That's the truth. Really not sure.
Well,
I hope you're really right, though.
I told my
and I
brother.
will back him 100%, but I'm not sure. So I would like to reserve judgment. I won't mud him because I don't want to mud anyone. I'm not Jennings. Don't think any of us are.
Well, I said to my brother, on the train, and he was bursting out. Like I said, what if Potter wins the league this year? Then what? He goes, fuck, goes, fair play if he fucking does that. Like, what can they say? No one can say nothing. It'd be an unbelievable story.
Yeah, you've got a good
It's
point.
a very Chelsea. It's a Chelsea thing to do. It's a Chelsea thing to do.
Cursor
unpredictable.
And Chelsea blue and cursor is hilarious.
Yeah.
He's saying he's the same person, and that makes sense because his comments has been unbelievable.
It's been a crazy stream, isn't it?
I mean, obviously, listen, I'm gutted with Tuchel. You know how I feel. I was
You've got over
fucking
it too
raging.
quick, Johnny. I'm very disappointed.
No, it's not. I'm over it. It's just that I'm not over it. The thing is,
I'm not.
I'm not over
Yes,
it.
you are. It's
No, I'm
all.
not.
I love Graham Potter.
No. I'm backing my gaffer, but do I agree with what the owners have done? Fuck no.
Do you reckon Chelsea
No.
at Christmas in the megastore will bring out like blue fucking wands for Harry Potter?
I don't want that shit. It's nonsense.
You know, we need a David Gill at Chelsea.
Or wizard hats. You know they normally bring out the Chelsea hats for Christmas, the blue Santa hats. They bring out the wizard ones.
I've never watched Harry Potter, so I don't really know about it. To be honest, I don't watch
I'm
that
joking,
shit.
I'm
If I'm being honest, I think he's got something about him. And I think that's what I'm going to go with. The thing is with the gaffer is that I'm emotionally attached.
Yeah.
Like I'm fully emotionally attached to Thomas Tuchel. I can't even watch. I made a comp. I can't even watch my own comp because it fucking wells me up. I get all welled up watching it. I get upset. I get angry. I get fucked off with the owners. I get fucked off with certain players, and I don't want to feel like that. It's horrible. That feeling, mate. Honestly, for days on end, I felt like.
I feel betrayed by Todd Bowley, to be honest. Like I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
happy, you know, I was backing him, I was getting good vibes about him and stuff, but that was a stab, and that's where I lost my trust in him. It's gonna take a lot for us to get maybe to trust him again. But I was gonna say for Potter to succeed, we need something similar to David Gill at Man United when Sir Alex was there.
Well, they're looking at German guy from
Red
what's
Bull.
it called? Red Bull. They're looking at Campos and they're looking at Edwards. All three.
Michael Edwards.
They want all three. And that would be ridiculous. That's like complete monopoly.
Well, why not? Sure.
Yeah, that's great. But why don't you do that with Tuchel?
Exactly. And this is the thing.
Do you reckon he'll come back to England though? Do you reckon we'll see him at fucking Spurs or Arsenal or something?
No,
I think goes Liverpool.
Do you? Fucking hell.
I think he's going to Juve, Tuchel.
Yeah, I think top four is an absolute key. It's the absolute key. You cannot progress as a football club without top four.
Joe, I don't think it. I mean, I think it still hurts a bit, right? Okay, which sounds a bit whatever and all that. I know, but I mean, the thing is, I think it's going to be worse when he's in another job. You know that. You know, you see him on the sidelines. I don't know, it's like fucking doing his shit, whatever. It depends also where he goes, doesn't it?
If you sack Potter, who are you going to get?
Well, Graham Potter. You're on about Graham Potter?
No, yeah. If they go and sack Potter, what manager are you going to
Maybe
get?
Bowley will manage the team. He'll play 4-3. What was the
4-4-3? 4-4-3. Or 4-4-4. I'll be on there. I'll be on the pitch
doing his clubbing moves
with my Stony, and I'll be fucking screaming at everyone. Where's your minerals
doing his clubbing moves. Doing his clubbing moves.
Yeah, bring back Jose 3.0 straight.
Well, yeah, I said that. You know, at least I can understand it.
Yeah.
Football be shit, I know, but at least you can understand it. You wouldn't rule that one out, would you, in the future?
He would love to manage Mason.
I know he would. And I felt he was flirting with us as well, when the new owners came in. Really, big time. He started sort of bigging us up again now, when he being all nicey with us. He lives around the corner. What was his words? The most recent words he said about us? I love hearing the crowd. When I hear their noise, I know it's good because I know it don't sound like him. It means they're happy, you know. You fucking wrong, and you want to come back? Potter out.
No, but on a real, if you play a 4-4-4, that means you got the ref. Yeah, you got
VAR in your pocket.
You got the VAR and ref in your pocket. 4-4-4. Maybe that's what he meant.
Oh, we should play 4-5-6. Physios chucking a bit of Eva as well. Bring her back for a quick rub down. That'd be all right, wouldn't it?
Imagine he's telling Tuchel, why don't you play 4-4-3?
We'll have Tuchel in. We'll bring him back as a second coach.
Yeah,
why can't we re-employ him? Why can't it just be a bad fucking dream, Johnny? I just want to fucking rewind the clock.
Why don't we bring? I've got a great idea. Why don't you bring Tuchel as director of football?
Oh, brilliant! And then let Harry Potter change roles with Thomas. With Thomas do the coaching.
Yeah. So you know how they change formations within the game. They change formations within the game. They go 4 back, 3 back. We could do Tuchel first half, Potter first half, Tuchel second half, or team talk Tuchel Potter. Alternate it. So you can maybe Bowley wants to integrate, alternating, substituting managers. So you could so maybe that's what he meant by the 4-4-3.
Do you think he thinks that's a part of the game?
Yes, an extra manager. So he's saying
he's going to bring on Tuchel.
Yeah, if Potter, if you don't feel like you've got the minerals for the first half, we'll substitute. We want to bring in a new rule where you can substitute managers, and Tuchel would be the second manager. Maybe that's the thought process. I don't know. And Tuchel said, "No, I'm too good for that. I've got too many minerals."
Surely, if we're going to pay him the whole 17 million or whatever, right? Just say, for example, then we still own him, don't we? Until we pay it, I guess. All right, you're saying that. And if that's the case, then it's fair game, isn't it? Look, sorry, we made a fucking mistake. Please accept this 13 mil.
Isn't that mental though? Isn't it mental that we are almost mid-September?
Yeah.
And we've still got 32 games left.
Yeah. Well, and you've got a stupid World Cup, haven't we? Which is ridiculous, this World Cup, by the way, isn't it? Are you actually looking forward to the World Cup? I'm not. Just not.
What, watching Southgate ball?
Yeah.
People are moaning that Sancho's not in the squad and Mason Mount is. Well, Mason Mount's the minerals of that football team. He's going to be the future England captain. And Gareth Southgate will play him under any system.
England will win. Do you think so?
Can you imagine if England won the World Cup under Southgate? Imagine Minerals Mount with a World Cup. What's everyone's going to say then? He's going to be clear of Mbappe. Absolutely clear anyway. Because Mbappe's got a World Cup, but Minerals Mount will have a World Cup and he'll have the Champions League, Super Cup, World Cup. What are we talking about then?
Read Jono Reid. Read Jono Reid, Tom. Johnny, read Jono Reid.
There's only one explanation. Or daughter. I don't know.
Well, yeah. Could you imagine that?
It's like Zaha shagged Moyes' daughter.
Did he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Zaha.
Yeah, when he signed for Man United, he shagged Moyes' daughter.
Fucking hell.
That's why it went pear-shaped for him now.
Really? Fucking hell. There you go.
I want to see Minerals Mount hold that World Cup, and I'm going to mud every fucking one on the planet if he holds that World Cup up, especially if he scores in the semis or final. I'm mudding everyone. I'm coming for everyone.
Cheers, Danny Dyer. Happy with that. Well, we've done, haven't we? We've done?
Yeah, we're done. Guys, big up to everyone.
Done.
Big up to you guys. It's been a great show. Great stuff. Guys in the comments, you legends, as always. Got the minerals.
Yeah, man.
Potter in. Let's have it
Potter
right.
ball.
Potter rules.
Potter passing.
We know it. Minerals Mount is to highest GA. He's got higher GA than Frank Lampard over 3 seasons. Did we know that? Did you know that?
Potter picks a piece of pepper. You know what I mean? Sort of.
Let's have it right. So anyway, guys, I might do a World 11, all-time Chelsea 11.
Oh, fucking hell. What's that? Mount.
Or put Mount anywhere in that team as long as he's in the team.
Mount will just play anyway, won't he, Johnny?
Yeah, he plays
He'll
front three.
play. In fact, they just choose Mount and play him in every position. Have him interchanging.
No. I want to put legends in there, but I want to see.
It's Mount.
You know what I mean? Minerals Mount.
No Essien, though. Just staying. Mount over Essien. Mount over Essien.
Yeah, well, what do you want to do? 4-4-2?
I'll just ask you a question. Mount over Essien.
I could play Mount on right wing.
Well, you could, but then that'll take out Pulisic.
Fuck Pulisic. You don't get anywhere near it.
I think he might make the World 11 in a 4-5-1.
Listen, Minerals Mount gets in there. He scored the biggest opening play assist in Chelsea Football Club history. He's the only, listen to this, he's the only English player in history to score an assist consecutively in this quarterfinal, semi-final, final Champions League and win it. The only English player. No Lampard. No Lampard's done that. Lampard's generational GOAT, and he ain't done that. And Mount's only 22 when he did it. The only players that have done it is Messi, Ronaldo, Neymar, Suarez, and Vinicius Jr.
Do you think he's the best player that ever played for Chelsea then, Johnny? Would you go that far?
What, right now? Lampard is the best.
Mason Mount.
No,
but
Lampard,
if you had to
Lampard is the best at the minute as it stands. Lampard is the best player.
Who's the one that gave you the most enjoyment? And you just went, wow, you know. For me, that's Hazard. Really, honestly, I just when I think back, all the players I've seen.
No, Hazard was a wonderful player.
I just think he was just so magical, wasn't he? When he was on his game. But
then I could look at Zola like that. I thought Zola was incredible.
Zola was great, but Hazard was just, I don't know, just.
If Hazard had the mentality, to be of that Ronaldo, Messi, I want to compete and be that level, that competitiveness, I think Hazard would be in that bracket. But no, he's not.
Not
he's just not. He didn't have that drive, that hunger. He was a poor in training, didn't give a shit, but he'd turn up unbelievable in actual competitive games. That goal he scored against West Ham.
Oof. And
Arsenal goal.
The Arsenal goal, yeah. But for me, I think the West Ham one was
something
else.
Yeah.
That was unbelievable. The way he got through.
The Arsenal one, he just kept running, didn't he, and drinking.
Yeah, he did.
Beautiful.
But, and it's against Arsenal, but West Ham we hate as well. And I just felt like that was more beautiful to watch.
For me, Didier Drogba has the sexiest goals in Chelsea.
Well, he's got the best fucking volleys from outside the box.
Yeah, man, like unbelievable.
The Everton goals, amazing, wasn't it? Goodison.
Yeah. Even the Liverpool chest down and volley, Liverpool way.
Rockets.
Yeah. Valencia, was it Valencia as well? Similar goal to the Liverpool goal, when it took it on the chest and bang.
And also, if you think about it, scored in every single final. Every single final. I don't think there is any. Even Terry Henry didn't do it.
Oh, no, what about the goal? What about the goal he scored against Spurs at Wembley, the 5-1? What a goal that was! Where he just took it and just bang. He flicked it, didn't he? Flicked it behind him, didn't he? And then smash. You know what I mean? What a goal that was!
Elite, unreal.
I would say for me, my favorite player to ever watch, of sort of like me growing up, that non-Chelsea would probably be Ronaldo, like as in R9.
Mm.
He was phenomenal.
Mm.
Like I haven't seen any player with that skill set.
He's my
And then
favorite of all time. Not only striker. He is my favorite.
Yeah. I loved him. The fact that he won them 2 World Cups, and he was just he
The
had
pitches he
two
used to play on.
he had 2 career-ending injuries, and he still
Yeah.
managed to play and come back and win the World Cup. So
And-
for me, he's my all-time. And then I got Mason Mount, I got Lampard.
And then Johnny, like, look at the pitches they used to play on, the defenders they have faced, the kind of tackles they used to have. There's anything like it today. The center backs today are a joke. They are everything but center
He was
back.
against Italian defenses when he was
Exactly. If you watch his videos against Maldini and Nesta, unbelievable. For me,
my mate. He was at the game where Ronaldo done them at Real Madrid against United. That game where he fucking absolutely destroyed them.
yes,
You got to witness him. He was unbelievable at Real Madrid, AC Milan, Barcelona. His previous club. What club was he at before?
Inter Milan, he was unreal at Inter, even more than.
Yeah.
For me, Serie A is heaven for football. Not anymore, but like Serie A was just something else, to be honest.
The stuff I used to see him do in that, just
What,
pick up the ball.
You had Lothar Matthäus and all that lot. That sort of time you're on about. Like
You had Nesta and Maldini's and
Nesta Maldini and
Do you know the record Maldini?
Huh?
Maldini's Maldini and Baresi's record in defense is just out of this world. Like,
yeah, I know.
And how they smashed Barcelona in 1990 4-0, Cruyff's. You know, Milan was something else. Also, like
Rijkaard, Hullet, Van Basten.
Yes, unreal.
Yeah.
And then you have the Del Piero, for me, was also magical.
Yeah.
And
Roberto Baggio. Was it Baggio?
Roberto Baggio, my favorite Italian player. Him and Del Piero, unbelievable.
Oh, yeah,
Baggio was like Messi-esque with his dribbling and stuff.
Del Piero was ridiculous.
Beautiful, wasn't he? Absolutely beautiful. Yeah.
Well, what a player! What a player!
See, for me, guys, the best player of all time, right? For me, Diego Maradona. Yeah, because he just was just sat in this fucking world, man. Out of this world. And I was lucky enough to see him. I see him playing '86 in the World Cup in the Azteca Stadium, which was incredible. He's
my old man's favourite.
But the player I used to like watching, really got a lot of joy from watching, was Ronaldinho. I just thought he was just something else. You know, the way he used to play with a smile, and so really enjoyed just watching him. You know, just such a man.
I'm sorry, but if Ronaldinho didn't score that goal against us that year, I think Lampard would have won the Ballon d'Or.
Yes,
that goal he scored against us was basically the sign off.
And then bang,
that was a sign off for the Ballon d'Or, because I think Lampard came second there, and his stats were better. Goals and assists for Lampard was better.
Edgar Davids.
Oof. Remember his glasses?
Yeah.
Juve, wasn't it? Is it Juve? Yeah. But he ended up at bloody Barnet, didn't he? Barnet. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
Listen, the best player, bruv, is the player that I think everyone will soon. I know he's generational. I know he's got a Cruyff in him. I know this, but it's for you guys to understand that this kid is generational.
Let's talk about now, Mount.
This kid is generational, bruv. Yeah, let's have it right. The Minerals Mount. Yeah.
Let's leave it at that, Johnny.
Yeah. Let's have it right.
Mason, if you ain't watching this bloody channel, mate,
Mason needs to come on here, man. Mason, someone has to. He needs to come on the Minerals.
He's the baller, mate. He's the baller of this
If
football club.
if Mason just knows how much Johnny loves him, he has to come on.
Have you
Listen-
been close to him, Johnny?
No,
Have you, like, you know, been up, like, been at his
No.
car or something? Like?
no, I haven't. No,
I have, Johnny. Yeah.
I've spudded Mace at the hotel, but he was with security, spudded him and that was it. But listen, let's have it right. What happens when Mason Mount holds the World Cup? What happens then? What
Watch
happens
the
then?
Minerals FC, you'll know.
Minerals Mount, money then.
Well, he's
Till then,
Minerals
he's
Mount
just
already.
Mount.
He's the world Minerals Mount.
It'd be Minerals Mount if he does that, mate. Yeah,
Fucking minerals everywhere, mate.
that's it, man.
He is the minerals. But on that note, guys, everyone, listen, let's have it right. Up the Chelsea.
We're
Oh,
signing out,
Minerals
yeah,
FC.
Johnny. You say your last bit.
Yeah. Big up, guys. Thanks for coming on, Tony. Big up, Julius. My
No
geezer.
problem. Much
Thank you.
enjoyed it, guys. Yeah, enjoyed it. And up the Chelsea, up Graham Potter. That's Chelsea. Yeah. And
Yeah.
Julius, much love, man.
Yeah.
Much love. Much love. See you all.
So
Big
that,
up,
guys.
big up.
Much
See
love
you
out
later.
there.
You know. Guys, what a stream. Big up to every single one of you. Big up to everyone that has become my member. You guys have become a member at my Minerals FC. Big up to every single one of you. Big up to all you guys that have donated to the channel. Big up to all you guys in the chat. Big up to everyone watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Get me up to them 400 likes, people. Big up to everyone. This has been a cracking show. Obviously, you guys in the chat have forced me to crack up. But yeah, big up to all you guys. As always. Don't forget to like and subscribe, yeah? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Love to every single one of you. Big up to every single one of you. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Let's have it right. We move. You all got the Minerals. Right, Pride of London. London is blue. Let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Let's have it right. Minerals FC. Gaffer, you got the minerals, yeah? Love it. Got the minerals, TT.
Hey, Johnny's got the fucking minerals, mate.